Salute. Good morning. Let's play this song real quick because I think it fit. Because the go along, get along gang going to make you think that this makes sense, that this is not what it is, that this is just a father protecting his son and you would do it too, and all this other nonsensical crap when all of this is classism. LeBron is being treated on a different level, and so his son is being treated on a different level. So let's get it. Good morning to you all.
Go along, get along game. 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 Go along, get along game.
My mama's cooking.
Go along, get along game.
My mama's cooking.
Go along, get along game.
Go along, get along. Go along, get along. Go along,
bear with me, class.
get along.
Go along, get along game. Go along, get along game. Go along, get along. Go along, get along. Bear with me, class. Go along, get along game. 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 Go along, get along game.
My mama's cooking.
Go along, get along game.
My mama's cooking.
All the gatekeepers say.
Go along, get along. Go along, get along. Go along,
Bear with me, class.
get along.
Go along, get along. Go along, get along game. Go along, get along game is real.
Go along, get along gang. Say,
Go along, get along game is real.
There's no go along, get along gang.
Go along, get along game say,
Go along, get along gang is real.
Go along, get along game. Go along, get along game.
Go along, get along. Go along, get along. Bear with me, class. Go along, get along gang. Go along, get along.
Go along, get along. Go along, get along. Go along,
Bear with me, class.
get along.
Go along, get along. Go along, get along.
Mama's cooking. My mama's cooking. Why? Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking.
Why?
Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking.
There's a new sheriff in town, bitches.
Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking.
Fuck you talking about, nigga.
My mama's cooking. My mama's cooking. My mama's cooking.
Bitch, you can't do it. I'm gonna get a beat to that. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. I'ma slow it down for the Texas nigga. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking.
Why?
Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking.
I just have one thing to say. Hang on here.
Black, you ain't black. Black leadership. 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 You ain't black. I want black. You ain't black. Something for black. You ain't black. I want black. You ain't black. Something for black. You ain't 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 black. I want black. Trump. You ain't black. Racism. You ain't black. Charlemagne. You ain't black. Essential workers. You ain't black.
I'm black.
You ain't black.
Why not?
You ain't black.
Come on, guys. I'm Black Dana.
Come on, man. You ain't black. Blacks. You ain't black. Dr. King. You ain't black. This virus. You ain't black. Come on, man. You ain't black. A disproportionate amount of them ain't black. Ain't black. Now people recognize that you ain't black. and you ain't black. You ain't black. I want black. You ain't black. Something for black. You ain't black. I want black. You ain't black. Something for black. You ain't 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 black. I want black.
I tell you what, if I had to tell them of any one of these people, I'd be
Black.
Yeah, man. You ain't black. Hey, man, I will give this one fake activist credit that, yeah, man, I got to start playing that Mama's Cooking again. Yeah, they need to hear that Mama's Cooking. If you'd have listened to your mama, wouldn't have been out there stealing starter jackets, you know, you wouldn't be such a mess up right now. You know, you out there, you stole a starter jacket, not listening to mama. So let me make sure I spread that Mama's Cooking again. Because I listened to my mama. You know, I was #1 draft pick. You know, you didn't listen to your mama. You end up doing prison time and telling on your buddies. So I'm the real walking definition of Mama's Cooking. And that's probably why you brought it up. I'm glad you did. God used you as a vessel. And now I'll make sure I play Mama's Cooking some more for you. You know, thank you, though, Tadpole. But we talking about Bronny James. How y'all doing out there in the YouTube world this morning? We talking about Bronny James, so I know I get it. Some of y'all gonna say I'm hating. Some of y'all gonna say I'm jealous. None of y'all said this when everybody was talking about Russell Wilson, though. Or Westbrook, I'm sorry, who y'all dubbed West Brick through Skip No Plan Bayless. So we can talk about Wakanda when it's only LeBron and Bronny. It's Wakanda. With everybody else, you go in the barbershop and you enjoy saying that they bust, saying that they ain't saying they ain't this. So you got to take a look in the mirror. You know, I think some of you niggas would frame Bronny James draws, and some of you niggas would frame LeBron tights and jockstrap. You'll frame it, sleep with it, game worn, not washed. Because some of y'all are some freakazoids and you don't understand that you participate in the same thing that you're crying about in my chat and many other people's chat. Those same men are black that you guys are saying are all these things. Quincy Oliveri is black. So we don't want to hear your crybaby stuff. We don't want to hear it. Okay? All right, now that we got addressed you crybabies, we're going to go ahead and give a basketball take. Bronny James shouldn't be in the league. He is not an NBA player. I think we all know that. He does not feel comfortable playing in the NBA. He feels comfortable being a gamer. This is to add to LeBron James' legacy. And it's not going to add to his legacy. It's going to take away. Bronny James is not an NBA player. I mean, he got trained by NBA players. He got trained by his father. And you guys keep calling him a 3-and-D player. He can't shoot, and he can't keep anybody in front of him, and he's undersized. He doesn't understand simple principles of being in the right position, because I'm just a bust, and I'm watching him go over the top and chase a ball from a handoff instead of sliding through and meeting the guy at the point of attack. He's too undersized to make those type of mistakes. Your footwork and your principles got to be sharp when you're only 6'2". So this doesn't make sense. I mean, I understand daddy work day, to bring your kid to work day, but this experience got to be over. I mean, they only do that one time in the school year. LeBron want to do this shit for 2 years straight. Bring your son to work. Who gets to do that? What company allows you to bring your kid to work every day other than the Lakers? DT, I ain't playing. This is bring your kid to work day. Homelander Jr. don't want to. I don't know, man. This shit crazy. Let that boy off for 2 weeks so he can come back playing. Whatever LeBron do for them 2 weeks when he take off, they need to give him his 2 weeks. Because this don't make no sense. I'm tired of everybody telling me I'm mean and I'm wrong when I done endured what I done endured, and everybody else, Oliver Candy, every other player that was black, because the league is 70, 80% black, we could get talked about. But if it's Homelander Jr., we can't talk about it. And I've been gracious with him. I've been nice. I ain't called him a bust. I just tell the truth. He should have never been drafted. I won't even give this kid a bust tag. He should have never been drafted. His daddy get the bust tag for this shit. LeBron, for the first time, you a bust. For your son, you got to take it. You the one brought this boy. This boy was making good money gaming in his life. You made him comfortable. A great man always make a weak son. We all know this. Look at MJ. Look at all these other kids. Look at EJ. We ain't leaving nobody out. Great men produce weak children. We all know it. You make it too comfortable on them. There's a few that slip through the cracks. You know, there's an exception to every rule, but the majority, we make it too easy on them. You don't see champions producing champions. Show me throughout history our greatest boxers, greatest hoopers, greatest runners. What do their kids do? They don't do nothing great. They don't do it. They don't follow in their footsteps. Layla Ali was the exception. She's a female. We didn't think it was going to be a female. Hell, maybe it's toxic in me, but we thought one of his sons was going to be like him. But do you see a Muhammad Ali Jr. kicking ass? No. So this is just, I know y'all like to think everything is hate because you don't like to hear the truth. Truth is like a chalkboard being scratched in front of some of you. You go crazy when you hear the truth. You know, kind of like when some of you see your test scores, you be mad as hell at the teacher. You the one wrote that down. Calm down. You the one wrote that. Get a Lunchable. Greatness not transmitted in DNA. Well, them love affair white folks will tell you that. LeBron James and Bronny James Jr., is he going to be like his daddy? You know, they love to tell. I told you, this is not, this is Homelander and Homelander Jr. Until they got rid of the team. Jeannie Buss fucked up the potion. Jeannie Buss messed up the potion. Again, I said there's an exception to every rule. So King Griffey Jr. is that exception. Stephen Curry is an exception, but it's not many. I'm telling you, you could count that once every 10, 20 years that you go get a son of a professional that is actually good. And most times the son is better than the father. Most time the son is better than the father. Steph Curry is better than Dale Curry ever was. And that's how it's supposed to go. That means Dale Curry was a humble leader. That he had time for his son. And you got to remember, I remember seeing Steph Curry in the gym shooting threes. I remember seeing it. Steph Curry was a ball boy. He got a real experience around hooping. He grew up in the gym. He loved this shit. He had no choice. Did Bronny grow up in the gym or did he grow up playing PlayStation? See, Mayweather was able to be great because his dad had him in a gym. He grew up in the gym. And maybe Mayweather's upbringing was a little bit unorthodox. Mayweather was probably fighting damn near grown-ups as a teenager with a daddy like that. So it's all about being unorthodox. It's all about making your kids uncomfortable. Mayweather wasn't comfortable. He had to work. He still worked like that. And Steph Curry, he was just around it. Every day shooting shots, perfecting his craft. CJ Choppers Jr. and his dad, you see what happened with that? What is Ray Lewis' son doing? Somewhere eating granimals, probably mad at his daddy for not being there all the time because he was at practice. You got to take your son to work like LeBron did, you know? This is sad, man. Both Seth and Steph is in the league, yep. But this doesn't happen often. This is a rare occasion where a great NBA, great football, great runner, great everything, they have to pour into themselves too much. They have to pour into themselves too much, and they don't let their kids grow up around and have the same normal maturation process that it takes for you to make it. Their kids don't go through the same failures. Your kid got to go through the same failures that you went through as a kid in order to become a successful adult. But what we do is we try to block off all the shit we went through. We try to block it all from them. No, they got to go through some of that. It makes you a more well-rounded person. You don't need all the trauma, but you got to go through adversity. You know, some of y'all are such great parents, your kids ain't been through no adversity. And the moment they get punched in the mouth, they ain't gonna never get up. And I'm not talking about a physical punch either. Once they get told no, once they don't get the first job, then most of them don't even try for the second one. Just soft. Smart though, but just soft. No perseverance, no nothing. And that's what I see. I see Bronny being a kid who I just don't get it. I just don't get why LeBron is doing this. This doesn't make any sense. Why is this kid on the NBA court when he doesn't know simple principles of basketball? He got trained by so many guards. Hell, I'm not a guard, and I can train him. Hey, come off that pick and roll and take your time. Start eating up space. Watch Chris Paul. I would give him 30 DVDs on Chris Paul. Once that guy get on your hip, you get him on your back. Let Jackson Hayes, you got one of the best leapers in the game. Let him get time to get towards the rim or make that pin down. Take your time. He's just doing what he's told. He's not playing basketball. And that's what the frightening thing. You've been around a straight up hooper. This guy, your dad is a straight up hooper. He's going to go down as the most scoring, most points in the NBA history. And you don't know how to just feel the game of basketball. He don't feel this shit. He's out of rhythm. If I got to come off the pick and roll, I'm coming off the pick and roll. And then I'm shooting this motherfucker. Or I'm just going to throw it to Jackson Hayes. It's like, no, you got to have a rhythm. You got to be able to get into the guy, get over. Like, let me show you this one play. Let me show you this play. Because there's no way that he should be at a two guard. All last year, he should have been watching guards like Chris Paul. But no, I think this boy sit out there and shoot threes all day with his daddy. And that's messing his game up. 3 and D and labeling this boy. He's a basketball player. And he needs to play basketball. And from what I'm seeing, he's not playing basketball. He's not reading the floor. Now, look at this. All this athleticism, this boy, they speak about with this kid. Why isn't he not thinking about catching this ball and getting ready to one dribble this motherfucker and at the rim jumping over Steph Curry? But no, he doesn't think about stuff like that. Look at what he thinks about. This kid ain't nowhere near him. We know you're not a good shooter. Moody or whoever this is not even giving a good effort. He's standing there. Why not pump fake this? One dribble, two dribbles. Steph Curry is standing straight up. Pump fake this, blow by, get to the rim. Last game, you shot 1 for 8 from 3. What the hell is making you pull the trigger on this 3 so much? That's because he's shooting with his daddy all day in practice, and he's comfortable in practice, so maybe he make threes in practice. But with this guy running at me with this defensive stance and circling, he gave him an Olay to the rim. Look how he's circling around. Look at this. Look at that. You telling me he wasn't even thinking about trying hard for Bronny. He was just going to run around him and go out. He's not even getting a hand up. This is how much they're respecting this kid's shot. He didn't even get a hand up. This could have been a pump fake, 1 dribble, 2 dribbles. Steph Curry is the backline defense. If I was his coach, that was Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield was just circling around. This kid should have pump faked that, got into Steph Curry, and got an and one. Still young though. Still young. He playing old. Old people shooting threes. He's not old. He's a young player who's not making shots, and against Buddy Hield, who's not giving effort, and the back line is Stephen Curry. The big got a body on Draymond. I would have snatched him out of the game and said, hey, stop shooting all these threes. Look to get to the basket, especially if Steph Curry is under the rim. Look to exploit that matchup. You can jump higher than Steph Curry. He's not looking to play no defense. So why are you standing out here shooting threes? Or you catch the ball and swing it back to Hachimura, who's standing there at the top of the key, who's a better three-point shooter, who's wide open. But no, y'all labeled him a 3-and-D. So now he thinks that this is a good offensive play. Well, I want to go back to where I wanted to go. Look at this. Look at this. Pump fake and go. This should have been a pump fake and go. I'm going to slow this down. This should have been a pump fake and go. No way he shoots this. No way he shoots this shot. He's right here. Swing, swing. Swing. Buddy Hield is out of control. Pump fake. Or either back to the top, wide open. This is not what you do. Back to the top, KYP, know your personnel, throw it back to the top, wide open three. If you're not going to ball fake this and get into Stephen Curry. Look at this. Guy ain't even trying. Bronny James' feet is still on the ground. Easy play. Poor decision. Leads to a fast break. Bronny is young, but somehow Buddy Hield contested his shot and able to get in front of him. Now watch how fast Bronny runs back. Does this look like maximum effort from Bronny? When he shot this ball, I want y'all to tell me, I'm going to put it on normal speed. Do this look like maximum effort once you see a guy that got past you? Do this look like maximum effort from a guy who's 20 years old? The guy is 20 years old. They about to get numbers. He can't go all out. I'm hating for pointing that out. You know what? I'm just hating for pointing that out. I'm hating because I'm pointing out that he's not waiting on the screen. I'm hating because I'm pointing out that Dalton Connect, he called him up before he even got past half court. And then before Dalton Connect can get a screen on him, watch what he does. He's already off the run. So Dalton Connect did the right thing and got the hell out of his way. And he thinks this is a good shot. 6'2", a guy on your hip with the center with nobody against his body. He thinks this is a good shot. Now, I thought he was a 3-and-D player. What is he doing this? This leads to a break. He's out of position. All right, let's watch this. Jackson Hayes catches the ball. Bronny James didn't get into the man's body or nothing. He didn't get into the man's body or nothing. Let me slow this back down. This is what I don't understand. Coming from a father like he has, being trained by Gilbert Arenas and all these other NBA players, this is not hating. This is another professional watching a professional. Watch this guy. Watch him. He's in the corner. He does not go into Buddy Hield not one time. Look at him. The game is physical. Reggie Miller used to beat people up. Nobody can't give you no handoff and you ain't get physical with your guy yet. He didn't walk his guy in. You got to walk your guy in and then come off. This right here, I would have kept this and tried to go to the basket. I cannot dribble the ball off to you when you have zero space between you and your man. So whoever trained this young man in basketball, they didn't even teach him the fundamentals. You got a V cut. He got to walk into his guy and then shoot up towards Jackson Hayes. You don't just sprint from the three-point line. That's why I said he's not a professional basketball player. This is what you do at the park. This is what you do at the rec. This is not what professional basketball players do. Professionals know fundamentals. That's why it's easier for us to kick your ass. That's why at 40-something years old, I'm going to probably whoop the average college player if they don't know the fundamentals. This is basketball 101. Walk your guy down, come off, not sprint towards the ball. Now, Buddy Hield, who's already not a good defender, he's right there on Bronny's hip. Now, think of what happens if this is an actual good defender. He will be able to poke this ball away from Jackson Hayes. Look at that. He's all over Bronny. Couldn't get a good screen, nothing. Let's see what Bronny does. He throws this pass, which I think wasn't a very great pass, but Jackson Hayes is just an exceptional lob catcher. So he caught this. He dunked on the guy. In the NBA, where you got a starting center, this is not going to work. See, that's the difference. This is a backup center that they're going against. A starting NBA center is going to grab this pass and be going about their day. That's what I believe. Yeah, a starting center is going to definitely snatch this out of the air and be gone. All right. Bronny James come to the ball. He only got 9 seconds left. I would have liked to see him drove this right away, but he shoots a three, what he practices on. So this is a good shot for a 3-and-D player. A hand in his face, out past the hash mark 3. I remember a time in the NBA that if a young guy, unproven guy, shot a 3 this deep, he would have been taken out of the game by a real experienced coach, and he would have been buried on the bench or probably cut. That you have your second-round draft pick, that was the last pick in the draft, comfortable enough to take threes from the part where it says center, past the hash mark with a hand up in his face. That's a good shot because he made it. And then these people will play a highlight like that over and over as if that's basketball. And this is what young kids at a park is starting to do. Lazy basketball like this to where, oh shit, let me just take a bailout, step back 3 with a hand in my face, past the hash mark. 2-3 steps past the three-point line. This has now become a good shot. Do you know the percentages of a shot with a hand in your face? And now you're going to take 2-3 steps past the three-point line? Who's teaching him this crap that he's learning? Who's teaching him this? This is not a good shot. Made or not. If you're not Stephen Curry, if you're not whatever these lights out shooters, Damian Lillard, if you're not a few guys in the league, this is a horrible shot for you. Damn near any other player named not Steph Curry. No, it's a few players that can shoot this good. Old boy from OKC, this is a good shot for him. Shy. But this ain't no good shot for everybody else. Kwame Brown, Bust Life. Look at Bronny's eyes and body language. To me, it's clear he's never played or got used to street ball. Exactly. He's never been able to just play ball so he can get a feel for the game. He just does what he thinks or what he sees his father and everybody else do. Look how far this kid is out shooting the ball with a hand up. And you wonder why his percentage is so low. He takes all bad shots. This is a horrible shot for Bronny. But on ESPN, they'll play it like, look at Bronny, look at the future. This is a horrible shot for Bronny. He got to learn how to make catch and shoot shots before he do this bullshit. But this is way of the world now. At the hash, hand in your face 3. At the point of attack, okay, Bronny goes behind his back. All right, right here, Bronny, this is where you should be watching Chris Paul. Because now that this guy is on your hip and a little bit behind you, he should never be able to get back in front of you. Now, one thing, if you was trained by Gilbert, the one thing I give him credit for, if a guy got on Gilbert's hip, he never got back in front of him. And when he did, Gilbert was so tall, and maybe that's why you don't know the fundamentals. And that's why I said watch somebody like Chris Paul. Gilbert Arenas was so tall that if he made a mistake or if he left a guy on his hip, he was tall and explosive, so it didn't matter. Once you was on his hip or on his side, it was over with. But you should be crossing the ball back over or getting in front of this guy. Jackson Hayes got a piece of his body. You should be going into this dude so he never gets back in front of you. And what I think this play is, I think Jackson Hayes is supposed to screen for you. You come off, and then he's supposed to get a down pick on in the paint for his other teammate. I think he's supposed to be screening Peyton. But you can look at Peyton. Peyton is a great defender. He looked like he molesting goddamn that Laker player in the lane. Look at him. He got his hand around his hip. He right up on him, boy. This would be criminal if this was on the streets with what the Glove Jr. is doing. The Glove Jr. is, boy, I'm talking about he glued to him. How in the world are you going to screen this guy? Now, that's the kind of defender that I need on my team. This is a pause moment. That boy cannot move. Look at him. He can't even get his shoe down because Gary Payton Jr. got his foot in the spot that he's supposed to be at. That's how disruptive this guy is. He pushing him and pulling him off the spot. You can't screen him. You cannot screen this guy. But you should be working your way over into your man's body, Bronny. But, man, that's some defense by the Glove Jr. Look at him. Now, he right behind him. I don't think Jackson Hayes is going to be able to get a screen or a down pick on him. But if Bronny was into his guy, though, Bronny, if you would get in front of your guy and now have him on your back, what happens is Jackson Hayes can't get a good screen, but he can still go for this lob. Or you could have kept him on your back to go downhill. But see, look at what you're doing. You got him on your hip. You letting him recover. So now the big can go back to Jackson Hayes. Now you don't have a lob or a shot. You don't have a lob or a shot because you didn't make a decision when you should have got into his body. Now you take the shot without making contact against a guy who's taller than you, and look at the shot. Got a hand on it. Got a hand on it. Those of you who calling this hating, that's your bad. You don't know Jack Judy about basketball, and that's okay. But I do. And right there, this whole sequence was bad because Bronny James is not physical as a guard. He's just dribbling because somebody told him to. If he was a seasoned guard, he would know what to do by now at a pro level. You get your shoulder. He need to be watching old boy from New York as well. The way he get into the guy's body after he gets past you. The way he bumps into you before he takes his shot. You need to be watching point guards like that from New York. You need to be watching old heads. You need to be watching guys if you're going to play point guard, because this right here ain't it. No contact with the guy whatsoever. You should be shouldering his ass before he come off right now. You should be taking up that space, delivering the blow, making that big say, holy man, Bronny is coming off. I got to stop this kid. But you're not doing that. You kind of just out there. You're dribbling soft. Look at all this space that you could deliver the blow and take up by just slowing down and rearing into the guy. Nope, you letting him just coast behind you, chill. You ain't getting to him yet. This should have been a lob for Jackson Hayes or a shot for Bronny, but not like this. Bronny made this guy commit, And instead of throwing a little bounce pass to Jackson Hayes, he throws it all the way to the corner. This right here is one more dribble, bounce pass. Don't jump and leave your feet. This should have been one more dribble, bounce pass to Jackson Hayes, or a lob to Jackson Hayes. Look at him. This is one of the best leapers in the league. If he kept his dribble, he would have been all right. But instead, this will be the highlight they show on ESPN. This will be the highlight they show on ESPN because LeBron his daddy. This will be the thing they show every day, all day. They want to highlight this kid and then want you to say nothing about his game. It makes no sense. They highlight this boy over Dalton Connect and everybody on the team, other than Luka and LeBron. But then when you show that they should not be highlighting this kid, then you're the bad guy. That's what they're going to show you on ESPN. But this is what I'm going to show you. This one I know something ain't right here. This play right here going to say it all. It's not this play. There it is. There it is. Why is he not on the floor? This play right here said it all. He blocked the shot, and he reaches for the ball. That's what your daddy will do, son. Your head should have been hitting his head damn near headbutting him because you diving down on this ball. This right here showed me what I need to see. This kid is 20 years old. 20 years old. He would have sat the next 6-7 games for me if I didn't cut him, being the second round pick and the last pick. This ain't the energy and effort I need. I like the block. Loose ball, we dive when we 20. Loose ball, we hitting that flow. Loose ball, we hitting the flow. Now I know nobody else going to give this type of critique on a basketball game because these people do it for a job. These people have jobs that they want to keep. These people get favors for their commentary. So they're not going to critique Bronny like this because they want to have a #1 podcast. So they're not going to critique the truth. The truth is, if any 20-year-old player don't hit that goddamn flow, they get out the game. And we won't even look down to the bench to you because you own the team to bring that young energy. Rasheed Wallace used to say all the time, Lamar Odom, be young, bring that young energy. We need that young energy. They old, they seasoned, they veterans, they know they need you to bring that young energy. They can't hit the flow like that no more. They can't hit the flow like that no more. They try, and you'll give them their props if they do. But this is a Nepo baby that y'all said this was nepotism. This is classism. This is a classism baby that don't deserve to play because there's kids at the park that would have been all over this kid. They would play with reckless abandonment, the purest form of reckless abandonment, because they would just love just for that opportunity to be out there. That's not what I see when I see Bronny. When that loose ball is out, you can't teach that. That's just in you. That's why he's not a professional. You cannot teach that. And I know, some people going to be bad, but I wouldn't want this on my team. Yeah, I wouldn't want this on my team. You can't win with that. And Dennis Rodman would have dived for that ball. Oh, man. Dennis Rodman would have dived for the ball, flipped over, elbowed the dude in the face, and then passed the ball out. And then when he was jumping up off the ground, he would have stomped on the dude's underparts as he was running off. Dennis Rodman, boy, look at here. with that ball loose, you better get out the way, or he gonna hurt you. Dennis Rodman gonna hurt you, boy. That's the only man I've seen wrestle with Karl Malone and make him scared of you. Karl Malone used to bite and eat weights, and Dennis Rodman said, "Where he at?" Dennis Rodman was crazy, boy. But it's time for Bronny to go back and play Call of Duty or whatever he plays, because this ain't it. This is not it. And all you sports commentators, Richard Jefferson, shame on you. Shame on you that you want to move up the ranks so bad that you a lie like that. You seen Bronny get a putback dunk and you up there praising that dunk. But why you won't say nothing about this, Richard? Richard Jefferson, I know you was taught to dive on the floor for this ball. Richard, this is how the game is won and lost, Richard. You know, nut cutting time, that ain't going to cut it. So, Richard, if you're going to highlight the good, then why don't you highlight the bad? Or do y'all get paid? Or y'all mouth controlled by Clutch Sports that you can't even call the game out in its purest form? This is just basketball. Or is it done turned into the love in basketball? Is that what this turned into? Love in basketball? Love in Clutch Sports basketball? Is that what this done turned into? Y'all got the whole world thinking you talking against black people if you critique a young professional athlete. You done made black people this damn soft that you can't even critique a professional black athlete. You can call everybody else every name in the book. You can change their name from Westbrook to West Brick. Nobody gives a damn. But boy, let it be our classism. LeBron King, let it be Jay-Z, let it be Beyonce, let it be somebody that these motherfuckers idol worship. Let it be somebody they idol worship like gods, and now somehow you against the black community. They don't even go tell a drug dealer that they're against the black community. A motherfucker that say something against Bronny and LeBron James hate their mama, but a drug dealer and somebody who's selling coochie is for the community. That's how they got us so freaking confused. And that ain't the A-all be-all. And somebody need to tell LeBron when he wrong. It's the end-all be-all, LeBron. There ain't no fucking A-all be-all. Y'all walk around here worshiping people like they shit don't stink. That nigga toes crooked too. Y'all gonna be mad about that too? Talking about your precious little king? Ain't no goddamn king. He's a human being. That's why he went over there to China and he looked damn human. 0 for 11. Tired of y'all. Every damn day waking up to argue with another male about somebody you don't even fucking know. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Ain't nobody hating. Nigga, you just sensitive. Worshiping a man. Nigga, you worship this man. If you loved your old lady much as you love LeBron, she wouldn't be cheating on your ass. Give your old lady just as much attention as you give LeBron or somebody critiquing LeBron and Bronny. And she might not go on the next girls trip. They ain't gonna like that right there. I should have left that one out. Okay, guys, that might have went too far. I don't want y'all niggas swinging on me when y'all see me. Okay, you know I'm just joking, right? I know some of y'all niggas is crazy. All right? I don't want to be out getting hit in the back of my head with nothing because I'm a tall ass nigga. I'm big in real life though. But I need you to calm down. Oh, hell no. We ain't double back and get my motherfucking spray either. Oh, shit, hell no. I should have went back to goddamn on. Damn it. Well, look at here. Anyway, I just brought something in real life into what we had going on. But anyway, yeah, I don't want y'all Negroes to get mad at me telling the truth like this, but I'm just joking. It's joking truth. It's a lot of truth in the joke, all right? But it ain't no need for you to get frustrated and get upset and get violent now, all right? Y'all niggas real niggas now. Just handle jokes. If you real, you can handle a joke. God damn. You LeBron fan, be ready to fight. I seen a nigga punch a nigga in the back of the head for what he said about NBA young. What did he say? He say free Lil Dirt. And another nigga just beat him. It was more than one. They beat him, boy. His eye was so bad they had to tie a bandana around his head. I said, oh Lord. They squabbling out here over niggas, boy. Boy, look at here. It's crazy. I do not want to make you mad about your nigga. I'm not trying to get in between you niggas and y'all nigga. You know what I mean? Y'all going hard for y'all mans and them like that. I don't want to get in between you and your mans and them. hey, let me know if you that type. If that's your mans and them, you ready to ride or die like that for them? Just give me a pink slip. Say I'm ready to crash for that nigga, and I'll be like, all right, dog, you right, my nigga, you got it. You know what I mean? If you ready to crash for a dude, boy, what would you do for a Klondike? Bah! You niggas is, I don't know where they made you niggas at. I knew something was wrong with hip hop when I had my homeboys. I had some of my best friends. I knew these niggas from Sandbox. I'm like, dang, these some tough niggas. And man, Tupac passed away. And I was sad. I was like, damn, man, Tupac passed away. But man, the way these niggas was crying, I had to look. I started looking at them like, wait a minute, hold up now. I understand fanatic fans, but I never thought it'd be you nigga. Y'all nigga boo-hoo crying like this y'all daddy or something. I don't get it. And then they got mad at me because I wasn't crying. I'm like, I'm sad, but I don't know the brother, but I just never understood that. I almost tried to make myself cry because I didn't want them niggas mad at me. I'm like, shit, I'm about to lose my friend. I almost threw some water on my face, but I just didn't understand what the hell I was crying for. But I realized then, I said, something must be wrong with me. I'm different or something, because the way they reacted, I'm supposed to be crying. And so I thought I was crazy because I wasn't crying. Yeah, I started looking at myself there. I said, damn, why the fuck they crying? They really broken up. I should be crying. So I tried to cry, but it just only was sad. I couldn't cry. But yeah, anyway, I said that to say I knew something was wrong, because these niggas will cry like that for people they don't know, but they won't even talk to some of their people in their real family. You talking about Kwame, you better cry, nigga. Yeah, man, that's how I felt. That nigga was mad at me, boy. Hey, people been mad at me my whole life, boy. I think I've been different my whole life, but I just didn't understand. And when I don't understand, hey, man, what the heck? It was kind of that look I give, like, hey, you mad at me for, nigga? Shit. I was wondering, like, damn, should I be crying? You nigga crying hard. I know that one of them listening to me right now. I know that nigga probably crying, laughing right now. He talking about won't cry for your old fat. No, they nigga, man, listen, man. Some niggas won't even talk to their stepbrother. Nigga, we ain't got the same mama. I'm like, damn, he got your daddy blood running in you. Have you no pride for your father? Nigga ain't my real brother. Now his mama go out and have another baby, that's his real brother. I be like, boy, you niggas is confused. Niggas only like they mama's stepbrothers. They only like they stepbrothers from their mama. Stepbrothers from the daddy, they can't stand them. Nigga ain't got my mama, nigga. I'm like, yo, you really, you know, sons is of the father, right? You really supposed to take pride in your motherfucking daddy. You know that, right? But okay, I digress. Sean Taylor was the most tragic. Oh, so now y'all mad at me because y'all don't found out I ain't cried when Tupac died. Oh shit. I might have shouldn't have said that. He talking about you just a Pisces, we different. Oh, I ain't know. Now when my first girl left me, now I cried like a goddamn baby. Now that's what made me cry. Shit. I cried over them girls until I learned how not to cry. Now it's like, F you, I'm gonna get another one in 30 seconds, But back in the day, I cried so hard, I said, oh Lord, that's what I'm supposed to cry over, them women's. And then I learned you ain't supposed to cry over that either. I had it messed up, but I just didn't understand what the hell I'm crying over somebody, especially I didn't even know. He said, yeah, I kind of bawled when Sean Taylor died. I get it now. I'm an adult. I didn't get it as a kid. Different strokes for different folks. You got to live and let live. They just didn't want to let me live. I just didn't understand. I didn't feel like I needed to cry. I was sad, but I didn't feel like I needed to cry. They just didn't want to let me live. Them niggas wanted to shit, damn near jump on me to beat me up because I wasn't crying. I'm like, damn, somebody always mad at me for what I don't do like them. You know, I started to notice that. So it's always been somebody in my life mad at me that I do things my own way. Do they not like individuals no more? Like, I get it. I'm cool with them crying. I didn't pick on them or nothing. But for some reason, they was mad as hell that I wasn't crying. They wanted to make me cry. I cried when Aaliyah died. And I get it. It's cool. I understand. Like I said, I'm not the one judging. I'm the one that's about to get jumped on because I wasn't crying. Shit, I shouldn't have had to try to fake tears so I don't get jumped on. I shouldn't have had to fake tears so I don't get jumped on. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Kwame Van Jones? I felt like crying over Whitney. I held it. I held it in check. I'm just saying, why folk come? Yeah, I said why folk come. Why folk come? Do I need to get whipped because I wasn't crying? That's the only thing I'm saying. He could have for sure body courage for that layup. Thank you. That's all I was saying. Now they're gonna deem you a LeBron hater, they're gonna deem you a Bronny hater, and they're gonna deem you don't like black people. And you jealous, and you a hater. All those things because you just saw it different. And shit, we had somebody running for the highest office in Virginia. If you see it different with him, he wants your baby to be unalived in your arms so you can see it the right way, so you can vote the way he wants you to vote. I'm talking about, it's some sick, demented people. After hearing that guy text like that, I'm scared. I might want to get rid of my goddamn on platform. Shit, it's too many people. It's too many people not mature enough to handle opposite opinion. It's like grown ass children out here. That shit's scary. You don't know who it is. You don't know who it is. You don't know which one of these sensitive mother truckers gonna run up on you, throw piss on you, do something stupid. These people throwing hardened up water bottles at you. They doing. Boy, look here. You live in one of them states where they say it's a sanctuary city, and you got Antifa in that motherfucker. You better ride around with a helmet, a face mask, a gas mask. Them people goddamn. Ooh, Lord. You want to talk about insurrection? Antifa is an insurrection. Antifa is an anti-Christ. That's an anti-American. They don't want to label them that, but that's anti-American. Them people don't fuck around. You go against what they believe, they think they supposed to F you up. They do it to reporters, little ladies. They don't care who it is. Go against what they say. They gonna bust you across the top of your head. Now, Antifa, I don't want no smoke. Cause shit, I don't like the top of my head bust. But again, I'm not no fucking reporter. So if somebody bust me across the top of my motherfucking head, Lord have mercy, Jesus. I ain't gonna understand that. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. And I'm pretty dumb. I can't take too many hits to my head. I'm already slow. So shit, hit me in my head gonna make me slower. And I'm gonna go dumb. I'm just saying. He said, you right, KB, it's an anti-Christ behavior. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Collins, I can't take too many more hits to my head. I'm already slow. I done been dropped as a baby, all that. So yeah, I can't take too much more hits to the head. Fuck that. I'm going crazy about my hit to my head. Don't play. You talking about until folks fight back, for sure. They hitting people that just gonna fall and say, oh, my ass. It might hurt, but I'm gonna make some other motherfuckers say, oh. I want to hear you say, oh, that's gonna be the sound. Yeah. Fuck that. That's why I don't like going nowhere. I don't like going nowhere. Everybody kind of like, you'll never be nowhere. Cause I don't like going nowhere. I'm too respectful to go places. You motherfuckers gonna get stupid, and then I'm gonna get retarded. And I don't like going places. I be nervous. I be scared. Yeah, I be scared. She talking about 100. You sure can't. Miss Collins, you crazy. I know one thing though, Miss Collins. I know one thing. I would have dove down here on that ball and head-butted this joker right here if he would have tried to get. No, I'd have put my shoulder right into his face. That'd have been an easy shoulder to the face without getting no technical. Because I would have dove on the ground right here, and then my shoulder would have hit him right in his jaw. And guess what? He'd have let the ball go. And then I'd have rolled over on him and tried to throw it to Dalton Connect or call a timeout right there for 27 to see. We was only down 8 points. Look at that. It was 100 to 108 with 38 seconds. And this the effort the King's son gave. Look at it. I fucked it. Oh, look at it. Look. Come on, King's son. You ain't step on his leg or nothing. You got to hit somebody. It's okay to hit somebody. Look at that. He's just standing there. Come on, man. We can't do this. We can't call this boy no NBA player. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Stop calling this man an NBA player. Stop this. This is enough. I've seen enough. He got paid. Let's get some people on the roster that's serious now. I don't want to hear nothing about this no preseason. He auditioning. For Bronny James, this is an audition for a job. The last time I checked, this is the last year on his contract. Didn't he get a 2-year deal? How many years he got on his contract? 2? Come on, KB. Bronny is the face of the NBA. He sell enough jerseys to be the face of the NBA. So they're going to overlook this. He got a 4-year deal. Oh, shit. We got to see this for 2 more years. Oh, man, Bronny, you did the right thing. I wouldn't have dove on the floor either. They gave me a 4-year deal and I ain't no NBA. This is what the NBA get. This is what your 4 years get. No effort. That's what you get. You gave this boy guaranteed 4 years. He ain't gonna get hurt. I wouldn't have dove either. I got 2 more years to play. You crazy? I gotta get my money. You only dive like this in a contract year. Yeah, that's real basketball. Teach these overpriced NBA players to only play for real in contract years. That's why got dang on Zion lost weight. Allegedly, I think I snapped. This is a contract year. Zion looked the best shape. I told my homeboys this. They thought I was hating. I said, man, Zion too fat. I said, man, when he first got drafted, they said, Zion finna take over the league, boy, this and that. I said, no, he ain't. He gonna get injured. They talking about what? One of them looked at me in disgust. And this is my homeboy. We used to rap Tupac songs together. He looked at me in disgust, like I was hating on another #1 draft pick. I say, man, the man is too heavy. I say, hear me out. They talking about what? The man athletic. The man got the best skills. The man. I said, I ain't denying none of that. I never said any of that was not true. That's why he's going to be the #1 draft pick. But also, I got eyes, and I can see this dude is too heavy, and every one of his moves is explosive. This ain't college no more. He explode like that for 82 games. He's going to pop something, tear something. And that's exactly what happened. They had to come to me and say, you know what, man, I used to think you was hating when you gave basketball takes. He said, man, you was right on the money when you said about Zion. I said, he ain't played a full season yet, did he? Yeah, hear me out, bro. They don't never want to hear you out. I can't be no coach because I be done goddamn choke one of these little kids because they just, not the kids. I can coach at a younger level, but at a professional level, after they already done got away with so much disrespect because they can shoot, I don't give a damn if you can shoot. First thing you got to be is respectful. We had a coach that didn't care. He didn't believe in superstars. He thought superstars ruined the game because now that you have superstars, you'll accept anything from them. You'll accept bad shots. You'll accept lackadaisical defense because you'll give him props for what he does on offense. But basketball ain't one side of a court game. A basketball is about doing what's best for the team. And what's best for the team ain't always what's best for a superstar's numbers. And we got superstars now killing the game, just going out shooting a guaranteed allotted shots because they got paid already. And when you pay somebody, the team ain't going to say nothing. But most of these teams, they hate their superstar player because they turn into assholes. They go out there, shoot. They don't see a shot that they don't like. Step back three, fade away three. They'll shoot any damn ball instead of doing the right thing, which is taking less shots, giving more of your body up on defense, being more of a presence on both ends of the floor, actually make the game easier for your teammates. If you're so damn talented, why are you working so hard to shoot all of these shots when the only thing you got to do is make it easier on whatever teammate you got? And then now your shot becomes more open. But if a team get a whiff that all you're going to do is shoot through a double team, then they're going to run you into more and more traps. But just remember the day where you had 5 guys, 8 guys, everybody who got out on the court was an offensive threat. The game now has become more and more about the superstar player. And if you get a good superstar, he plays with his teammates. Like Shai, he's more of a good superstar. He shares the wealth with at least 3 of them. But the rest of a lot of these other superstars, they just think they shit don't stink. Go out there and shoot the ball every time they touch it. It's a horrible game to see now, but they think this is what's good. They're teaching superstars in AAU now. These little kids going out there, I would get a 3-second call every play. Don't nothing move without a big. I would show these little guards, don't shit move without no big man. Are you crazy? I'm gonna stand in this paint and get this 3 seconds. We ain't going nowhere. Take me out the game, coach. I'd be damn if I'm finna run up and down this court, set screens, get elbowed by all these different bigs, and then you gonna run around and try to be cute and shoot threes all day. Nigga, you got me messed up, nigga. 3-second call. Take me out this bitch, coach. Let this stupid nigga come down here and wrestle with these giants and don't want to give you no love, nigga. Every guard know, keep the big man happy. Otherwise, I'm going to forget to call out a few screens, nigga. You can't do nothing without me. Don't nothing move without the big. But now we got all these little small coaches that don't respect bigs. And you wonder why the game got all these points in it. They play small ball. Don't nothing move without a big. You can't score without the basketball. I don't give a damn how good of a scorer you is. Try to score with the ball in the other team's hand then. Yeah, try to score when the other team got the ball. How about that? How about you worry about keeping this point guard in front of you and worry about this big man when he gonna hit you with this knee or when he gonna make your chest cavity fold in? Because I don't see no screen no more. Just like you don't see me when I'm down there rolling for that to the basket. I didn't see that pick. Yeah, I ain't see that big coming up to break your goddamn on shoulder. No, I ain't see it. I teach you how to look for me. That's what these bigs don't understand. You run this shit. I'll teach you how to look for me. Yeah, you don't want to look? Okay. All right. Call out the screen. That way you're going to be hollering next time. Oh, I got you, big dog. I got you. I'll call out the screen next time. I'll see how much you could take. Since you always want to shoot, we'll see how much you can take. Asshole. Look at this. Look at that. That's the Lakers, y'all. New look Lakers. We got this for the next 4 years. Look at this. Fumble the ball. Not ready. Swung. A contested 3. They're going to give Bronny all the credit in the world for that. This is a shame. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. This guy's not an NBA player. Yeah, I don't see it. You reach, I teach. Yeah, you got to respect the game. You got to respect the rules of this shit. But there's too many guard-oriented teams, too many guard-oriented coaches. I'll tell you right now, I ain't had to talk to teach you to understand to respect me. I wouldn't have to say a word. I just keep my mouth shut. Yeah, I keep my mouth shut when the pick coming. I keep my mouth shut on the back picks. Oh yeah, I just didn't see it, coach. Yeah, I ain't see it. Until you see me, I don't see you. But yeah, man, I hopefully these guys don't take this as hating, which I know they will. But yeah, I don't believe in idols, and I don't believe that that they can't be talked about. This is basketball. Everybody else get talked about. Stop idol worshiping, and then you won't be so sensitive and caught up in who I'm talking about. So Yeah, man. KB told you it's your behavior. Yeah, I watch behavior. I don't give a damn about all that other stuff y'all watch. Y'all idol worshipers. Keep doing real basketball media news work daily. Salute to you, Christopher Perkins. If Gil trained him plus Bron, that's sad. Yeah, that you know what? They only trained him to think about offense, and that's why he's shooting the ball every time he touches it. It makes sense if Gil trained him. Gil would never do this. Yeah, this is exactly what Gil would do on a loose ball. So if Gil trained him, and Bron probably go for the block, but if Gil trained him, this is exactly what he'll do for a loose ball. Can't hurt your knee. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't hurt your knee. I'm diving on that bitch. Yeah, I'm getting that ball. It's my ball. It's my ball. It's my ball. Yeah, I'm getting that ball. But yeah, this right here, this will get you sat on the bench and forgot about for the next 2 years. And when coaches were coaches and not the best buddies of the players on the team, when coaches were coaches and not the best buddy of star players on the team, yeah, this will get you taken out the game and get you sat on the bench and forgot about till about Christmas. Yeah, Thanksgiving or Christmas, you'll be not even thought about till Thanksgiving or Christmas after that effort. Because coaches usually look in times like this, they looking for somebody to show any sign like they don't give a fuck. Boy, back when I played, oh man, the garbage minutes, they watching. Because this is the time that you get cut. And if you don't show effort in this time, if you think this don't mean nothing, I seen guys get that pink slip on their desk. Nigga, you ain't getting no effort. You gone. You out of here. They run up and down the court, don't sprint back. I've seen guys not sprint back with 20 seconds left on the clock, and they got cut because of that shit. But yeah, Bronny, he could do what he want. He could do what he want. Yeah, this that real spiel. He could do what he want. But that's it, man. That's my time for Bronny. This is my time for anybody who coming with the hating. Man, come on with the hating. This basketball. You don't know Jack Judy about basketball if you think this is okay coming from a 20-year-old. You don't know Jack Judy about basketball if this kid hadn't pump fake from the three-point line. Not once I've seen him do it when they ain't really respecting his three. He haven't closed and ate up no space and get to no other move, no other turnaround. Is all this boy got is a three-pointer and some fake defense that he got because y'all done labeled him a 3-and-D, and he done drunk the Kool-Aid, so all he want to do is shoot threes all day. Not one time I've seen a bag yet. This is LeBron James' son, the best scorer in the game. He hadn't pump fake and got to a bag yet. Your three ain't falling. Pump fake, get to a bag. Show us something. Nothing. Come on, man, stop. Are you going live anytime again today? Yeah, I might go live again. But stop, man. This ain't it, man. He said, you up early shit, man. I'm up about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Bubba Chuck, I'm up about 4:30, 5 o'clock damn near every morning. Kwame, why you train him? Man, I'll train him. I have him looking different. The first thing I'll tell him, I'll sit him down and say, hey, look here, boy. Damn all that nice talking, nerd talk you was doing on the interview. Fuck all that. The next interview, I want you to cuss like JJ Redick. Let loose, boy. Your daddy is LeBron James. Can't nobody fuck with you. The coach can't even say nothing to you. Nigga, go crazy when you get out here. Nigga, play with reckless abandonment. If you get tired, we'll take you out. You is mental. I don't give a damn how many shots he take. It's mental. And I'll say, look here, any opportunity you get to turn down a three-pointer, turn it down, meaning drive to the basket. But the next time I don't see you out here playing like you the best nigga on the court, you don't walk around here like your daddy is LeBron James, nigga, go out here and act like you crazy, nigga. Lick out your tongue like MJ one time. But just be normal. Stop trying to go out here and play scared. Be normal. Then I yell at him, ah! And then go out there and play, son. And then see what happens. You got to shake them up a little bit. Slap them in the back of the head or something. I see why MJ was slapping niggas in the back of the head. You got to get him mad. What makes you tick, boy? I want him not to smile. I want him to be mad at somebody. Slap him in the back of the head. Tell him one of the other players talked about Savannah. Something. I want to see Bronny mad. What does he do when he get mad? Does he go in the corner and pout? Does he know how to fight? What does he do when he get mad? I want to know. I want to know what he does when he get mad. The way he playing, if he talk like that, he fired. He can't get fired. And shit, he already played these 2 preseason games. This is enough to get you fired. Looking at these last 2 preseason games, I can tell he got a no fired clause on Bronny. Any other second round pick, the last pick in the draft would have been fired. I'm telling you, they would have been fired. The first thing I'm gonna ask him is, hey, do you know your daddy LeBron James? Do you even know what that means? Do you know your daddy got you this job, right? So go out there and play like you don't give a damn. Not like you playing now, but play like you want to dunk on somebody every play. Play like you trying to get to that basket and dunk on somebody's mouth so you can shut them up. Because we talking trash. Play like you trying to shut somebody up. Because this ain't going to shut us up. You ain't even fall on the ground. I want to see him get in a fight. I want to see him be a normal kid. I want to see somebody foul him and he push him and slap him and say, hey, don't do that shit again, nigga. I don't need my daddy out here. I want to see that side of him. I don't want to see this PlayStation kid. Now I got to see what he made of. He won't dive on the ground. I got to see. There's a lot of guys that didn't like to fight, but on the court, they turn into some animals. So I don't even see the on-court toughness. Off the court, it's some real nice guys, but on the court, these motherfuckers will turn into a psychopath. They'll fight you, rip the ball out you, anywhere from you. He don't even got that. He got time to grow up. No. The NBA stands for N-word, be aware. You don't got time to grow up in the NBA. They be calling for your job to give it to somebody else. Lickety split. The only reason why they built sports media on disrespecting athletes. And now all of a sudden, here comes along Bronny James, the son of somebody they've been calling King James, and he can't play a lick. And now all of a sudden they want to change the way they speak about sport. Ain't that a bitch? Everybody else is a bust. Everybody else can't get traded for a box of cereal. Everybody else got to deal with everybody talking about him in the barbershop. But when it's Bronny, they try to guilt trip you. Oh man, you just hating on legacy. Oh man, you just hating on a black man. Oh man, come on, man, shut up all that shit. I hate to be frank, but I don't. Shut up all that. We're not trying to hear. Whatever happened to he got money? The same stuff you said about everybody. Man, we ain't gonna cry for them niggas. They got money. Whatever happened to that? Oh, you idol worshipers. You niggas participated in talking about every other black man, and now all of a sudden you can identify that Bronny black. Y'all niggas need to stop. Look at yourselves in the mirror. You okaying that your black son get talked about, but you not okay with Bronny James getting talked about. Freaking weirdos. DEI, new DEI sensitive era. This is a participation trophy, goddamn Laker right here. If Tracy McGrady could get mad about my trade, I don't know why. You had Yao Ming, you had everything you needed. You had the keys to the gym. You just had a sore back and a weak heart, nigga. Yeah, Tracy, you heard what Tracy said about you? Tracy won just as much as I did. Motherfucker ain't got a championship. He ain't got nothing. Shut up, Tracy. Nobody don't care about that. That nigga crying now. I'm happy and content with life, nigga. I have fun in life. Shit. This nigga on podcast crying, talking about if he would have had this, if he would have, which you didn't. And you can't change history. And Gil, you can't say that nigga by giving him room to cry on your podcast either. Me and Gil text back and forth about that. He talking about you tried to change. I said, I ain't trying to change up nothing, nigga. I said, I told about a trade, and I told that people asked me, where did I wish I went? And I said, I wish I played with Jason Kidd, nigga. And it almost came to fruition, but they traded me to the Lakers. The damn near the similar situation where a dude shoot the ball in volume. I wanted to play with a pass first point guard. Got with your dumb ass. You shot the ball every time too. Everybody talk about my average. Everybody I play with shoot the ball every time. It's kind of hard to average when they shoot. But I still ain't up on podcasts crying and talking about spilled milk when I can have a better argument than Tracy. He didn't have MJ or nobody come back during his draft pick. He got molded to be the number one guy. He got to play the number one guy. He just couldn't get out of the playoffs. I ain't seen Tracy in no second round, third round. I said, Gil, this would be a thing that you can say if he got close. If he got close and just couldn't get over the hump, it would make a little more sense. But being that this guy didn't even get close to a championship, come on, man. It gave the guy Yao freaking Ming. He played with Dwight Howard. Like, what else does he want? So, no, this dude is just, he just make excuses. Just like he don't remember. Maybe he got amnesia. Because maybe he just don't remember that Tracy don't remember, just like he don't remember 11-3 to Kobe. He don't remember that. Oh, he wasn't keeping scope. Those same excuses that you made back then is the reason why you was just a great talent. You know, there's a lot of people with great talents. I went and changed my whole game up to stay in the league. I ain't used to be no motherfucking defensive specialist. I just didn't want nobody to score on me. But I used to bust your motherfucking ass. That's what I used to do on both ends of the court. But you just didn't get to see more of it in college. But it would have been more of the same. But I went in there and played with men and turned into a defensive guy because that's all you could be, playing with the guys I played with. Nigga, you bet not shoot the ball. And MJ don't touch it. But this dude up crying every podcast he go on, wanting to spark conversations about him. We ain't talking about you. It's time for old people to be old. Step aside and let's talk about other young players. There's a lot of young up-and-coming talent in the league that we don't even talk about because we keep having an MJ Kobe debate. These sports shows are not even really good sports shows. The only thing they do every year is keep in rotation who's better, MJ, Kobe, or LeBron. MJ, Kobe, every single year. It's the same redundant stuff. That's why the talent in the league now, you don't know who they are. There's a lot of young players that's scoring 22, 25 points a game. We don't even know them because they're not highlighting them. It's the same shit every league, every year. He got hurt when he made the conference final. He gonna get hurt every time. Kobe gonna play hurt. That's the difference. You get paid to win. You don't get paid to score a bunch of points and then get to the playoffs and then you ain't available. That's when teams say, you know what? I mean, he a great talent. We'll pay him for the scoring and we'll pay him for all that, but he don't win. You get max money to win games. You don't get max money to just score. They tricking this new generation once you get max money. Look at the numbers, though. Look at the numbers. Now you got kids probably looking at stat sheets after their game in high school. Man, we had a coach that'll rip your head off. They taught me that shit. You don't look at no stat sheet. You lost. Unless the win column game, the win column gonna change, you don't look at no stat sheet. The only reason why you looking at a stat sheet is to see what you did. So you can say it ain't your fault. And there's a lot of immature people in the league that's how they maneuver. They win with the team, but they lose by themselves. You lose by yourself. In their mind, they don't never lose. When the team win, yeah, they win with you. But when the team lose, notice how it's everybody's fault but LeBron. I thought you win as a team, you lose as a team. But see, this superstar stuff is so fickle that now we got sports media that will absolve the superstar. See, look, he ain't do nothing. What else you want him to do? Why don't you flip it to the other end on defense? And I can show you a lot of things that they could do. Maybe you could stop shooting so many of these bailout threes in the beginning, tiring out your damn big man that got to sprint 94 feet every time y'all shoot these long, dumbass threes. Yeah, I can show you the breakdown of why nobody got legs in the fourth quarter. It's these bailout threes that y'all shooting in the beginning of the game. Acting like y'all 20 when some of y'all got the oldest team in the league still shooting threes. Threes leads to fast break points. In today's game, they're leading to other threes because people are coming down shooting threes instead of getting to the cup. And I don't think these guys are in shape like they make out. These guys are coming to training camp, going through a whole preseason and going through a whole 2 months of the season before they get in shape. That's because you see most of your superstars partying with the damn rappers. Most of your superstars in the strip club more than they in the gym or on private yachts partying like a mother trucker, taking your cell phone so you can't show the pictures. But it's taking these guys longer and longer to even give you decent basketball. That's why I respected Kobe so much. Hey, we do things different around here. We don't use the start of the season for guys to get in shape. We expect you day one, you set your foot on this court, you in playoff basketball shape. Well, you can't be in playoff basketball shape, but you in regular season shape to play an NBA basketball game to win. He expect you to be like that day one of training camp. And in training camp, this is where you just put in the system. But you have half of the training camp, these coaches got to worry about getting guys injured because they come in out of shape. They come in still fucked up from the summer. How can you learn a new system out of shape? Your mental is going to be off because your body is not conditioned. Your mental is going to be slower to learn because your body is not in condition. And once you learn that, you come to training camp in shape. You come to that motherfucker like a lion already and you just fine tune it. Boy, look at here. You have a way better experience because there's going to be some nicks. There's going to be some bruises. There's going to be some things you get in training camp. But if you come out of shape, you're going to get a real injury. You come out of shape. And that's what's wrong. These guys are out of shape. Slinging the ball around. These are bailout threes. This ain't no, I don't even think the league want them to play like this no more. But this is just bailout threes because they're out of shape. These guards don't run for layups. Go watch a tape of Kerry Kittles. That's a guy who ran for layups. That's a guy who will open up a floor. Why you think I wanted to go to New Jersey? I said, boy, these motherfuckers run. I said, boy, the whole paint will be wide open. They got guards that'll run wide, run underneath the rim, and run out on the other side. Somebody got to go with them. A big might have to take Kerry Kittles. And then, boy, if I'm sprinting right behind them, then I might be there for that whammer jammer. That's how you play basketball. It don't always do the things that lead to you in a point or you an assist. These guys play the game. The only way they give effort if they're going to get an accolade for it. If I'm going to get a point, then I'm going to go balls to the wall. And if I'm going to get an assist out of this, then I'm going to go ball to the wall. But if I'm just doing this to help the team, I ain't finna do that. Boy, it took energy to run like Kerry Kittles. And guess what? He didn't always get the ball. That's too much energy to do it the right way. That's too much energy and effort to do it the right way. These guys are not in shape. They're supposed to be leaner. They're supposed to be thinner than what this are. You can't even tell if these basketball players are football players nowadays. Some of these centers look like offensive linemen. Some of these guards look like goddamn offensive linemen. They're not in shape. And I'm telling you when you're going to be able to see it. Watch how many injuries. And see, they're trying to save these so-called superstars, or we just saving their legs. Saving their legs for what? At some point, they're going to have to play basketball. The hell you mean saving their legs? You get your legs prepared. You don't get your legs prepared to play basketball by not playing basketball. I don't know who the hell told you that. You get your legs prepared for the game by playing the game. You got to get ready for this pounding. Pause. But we call it a pounding because your knees, your joints is going to take a pounding from playing on that hardwood floor. And the only thing, unfortunately, that's why it's a young man's game. The only thing that prepares you for that is that. So what the hell are you sitting these guys out for? What they're trying to do is hide the ugly truth. These guys are not in shape. When I was with the Wizards, MJ didn't sit out of preseason games. He might not play the whole preseason, but at 40, go rewind the tape. MJ was in Connecticut hooping. Because guess what? Saving them for what? My job is to perform. I have to be able to perform. These guys are out of shape. You're going to see it. You're going to see when the season starts at the end of October. So you're going to see November and then December. You're going to see in the first 2 months of the season how many guys get injured, how many hamstrings get pulled, how many knees get knocked, how many certain little injuries are going to happen because they're going to start playing in the real thing. Watch what I tell you. Magic Johnson said that he used to play basketball year-round so he wouldn't have to lose weight to get in shape. That is the smartest thing to do. The smartest thing to do is to be a year-round athlete. Yeah, you take a 3 or 4 days off, your legs recover in those times. You know how easy it is for you to get out of shape? You can play basketball every day and you can take a week off. And boy, look at here. You'll be sucking wind the first time you play with guys that's been consistently been playing. It'll come back quick, but it go quick too. So you got to consistently be in that gym. Sometimes you ain't got to get up and down every day, but you got to do something. You got to be in there getting them shots. But a lot of these guys, they're good workout guys. They go and find the best workout guru and they go work out all summer and they post their workouts. And that's cool and all, but you got to play basketball. I used to like finding good runs, finding people who are hooping. Go work on your game and then find people that are hooping. I'm mad I was injured a lot in the summertime, but they got that IMG Academy in Sarasota, Florida. I think it's ING or IMG. Right there in Sarasota, Bradenton, Florida, Robert Parrish, Clifford Ray. A lot of NBA players accumulate down there. They already live in Florida because of the tax benefits, no state tax. They go down there, they get a workout in, and they get up and down. You have to play basketball. Man, when I went down there and I played down there and I hooped down there, that was one of my best seasons. You gotta play basketball. If you're not injured in the summer, if you're not having surgery, because that's the time you gotta have surgery, you gotta hoop. These guys don't hoop. And I ain't talking about that TV hooping. Everything ain't for TV. I ain't talking about that pro-am hooping where they running up and down and got it structured like it's an NBA game. And when LeBron or whoever celebrity come through, they give them the ball just like they're in the NBA game. No, I'm talking about we don't give a damn what your name is when you come down there to IMG Academy. Ain't nobody featuring you. They just down there hooping. Everybody get a touch. Brendan Haywood was down there looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Everybody get the ball. They make you play the right way. They don't let just one guy just shoot the ball every 2 seconds. So this is a shame. The way that these guys play the game now, it's a shame. And I know they called me a bust, so they think they invalidated my name, so they think that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm telling you right now, the way these guys playing, this stink. They do not play basketball in the summer. You're supposed to close the doors. close the doors, just like boxers do. When they sparring, they're not letting you see what happened. Sometimes your favorite champion get his ass whooped in sparring. He have a bad day. And guess what? It ain't for you to see. It ain't for you to judge. Sometimes it's guys that's gonna get punished in them practices. The B team sometimes kill the A team, but it ain't for y'all to see. It's for iron to sharpen iron, and then you come out and then y'all see a polished product. These guys want to play in pro-ams and play in front of the cameras all the time, and they not getting dirty with it. You got to get dirty in the summertime. We can't be playing like we playing in-season basketball. No, summertime we supposed to get into them almost scuffles. We trying to get in shape. We trying to get in shape. You supposed to bring in younger talent, guys that's trying to dunk on your face. A lot of these guys, I don't like to see when a bunch of NBA players always only playing with the friendly NBA players. No, play against some of these young and up and coming guys that actually are talented. Play against them, because some of those guys will surprise you in the summer. They don't take no days off. They still trying to make it. You got to play against guys that's still trying to make it every single day. That's praying that dunking on you sometimes might give them a spot, because that'll keep you on your toes. They not playing against guys that's going to keep them on their toes in the summertime. They playing against a guy that's just running up and down. So when I played in the league, I ain't give a fuck who I played against. If you was a hooper, nigga, it's universal. I need that sometimes. I need a guy that, now that I don't play in the league no more, that shit is quite annoying that I can't go into LA Fitness or whatever when I'm just trying to get in shape. I don't get paid for this shit no more. But when I got paid for it, come one, come all. I'm taking all comers, because iron sharpen iron. I can't just say I'm the shit. I got to go out here and prove it. So if you was bad, nigga, come on with it. I played in the hood. I played everywhere. I don't give a damn who you were. Kwame, do you think the Kobe Sixes are causing high ankle injuries in the NBA, or is it something else causing this? I don't want to blame it on those shoes. I haven't even seen the Kobe Sixes. I played in Kobe's because they was low cut. I don't like that the last Kobe's that I bought, they put this thicker, big cushion in there, so it doesn't allow for people to take out the cushion and put in their own inserts and own orthotics, because it was designed to have that thick cushion in there. So I think they designed it a little too much specific for Kobe's foot. I think they should have went back to a style that allowed people that have their own inserts to put them in the shoe. That one's right before they went to the thick heel. Those are the ones I wore. I love low, like the low tops, not mid tops. I like to play in. I like my ankle to be able to flex like an ankle is supposed to. Of course, I tape it just in case I come down on somebody's foot and it roll over to that side. But your ankle you don't need to support your ankle that much. It needs to flow free. Because when you lock your ankle, that static gonna go somewhere else. That tension is gonna go somewhere else. So the load and the pressure is probably gonna go to your knee or your foot. Something is gonna take. Your body works. Everything got to move for your body to work properly. So you bracing and supporting it that much, then what else is taking that force? Is it your hip? Is it your knee? Some other joint got to take it. Kwame reminds me of that coach I had in the late 90s. Oh, man. Listen, I go in the gym and I find that guy that always shooting the ball and always acting like he the team lead and always acting like, he's a scorer and this shit don't stink. If he a bulldog, we're going to find out, because I flip the script and I show him those NBA type of drills to where king of the hill, you only win with defensive stops. So yeah, a lot of those guys, they score. They score real good, but when it's time to get on defense to get a stop, they lose every time. I'll let them know quick. You only win with defensive stops. We play off the wing, we play out of the post, and more often than not, the guy that has decent offensive skills but better defensive skills, they usually win every time. because I'll take away the dribbles. Hey, look here, young cat. I know you think you can score good, right? But in the league, you got to be able to score in 2 to 3 dribbles. Otherwise, you're gonna have a 7-footer breathing down your neck. So we're going from the wing right here, 3 dribble max. That's it. Let's see it. Let's get it. Roll the ball out. Let's get it. 3 dribbles. And you'll have that guard that can kick everybody's ass as long as you let him dribble all day. And he'll win like that. But when you switch it to only 3 dribbles, that guard can't get a bucket. But then I done took a guard from when he couldn't score. He could score like that with a bunch of dribbles. And then when he learned how to score with just 3 dribbles, oh, man. Took his game to a whole nother level. He was way more efficient. Used less energy to get the same result, and just was a more fluid, smooth, all-around scorer. But he was mad as hell when I said, hey, just 3 dribbles. Man, we ain't doing all that NBA shit, is it? Oh, I thought you said you wanted to be an NBA player. This is how you get it. That's what I thought you said. You just want to get it the way you think you're going to get it, huh? It ain't going to work that way. This is how you going to get it. If you can do that and this, you just helping your game. He talking about facts, and if you got a problem, let's go behind the locker, and after let's have something to drink and talk. Oh man, they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. There's a lot of on the court tough ones, because really it be about ego. So you got to have a threat of let's go behind that locker, because the ego will take over. Yeah, the ego take over. We got a lot of these kids, they've been groomed to be a star player since Little League, and now you can't tell them a damn thing by the time they get to high school. Some of these high school coaches, boy, they can't stand their best player on their team because their daddies taught them to be an arrogant little you-know-what. And my son is the best player on the team. Your son rotten just like you rotten. Your son talk too much just like you. Now shut up and learn something. That's what you got to tell some of these parents, but you can't tell them that when you work for the school. That's why I come in and just help out, because I'm gonna say what I want to say. You got to come in and just I got to come in and be the special assistant. I get fired working for the school. What I got to tell your son? Yeah, what I got to tell your son in this new age soft cream cutter world. What I got to tell your son to make him better, they're going to fire me. But it's going to work. But they're going to fire me, though. So I got to be the special assistant so I could just not come someday. Miss Collins, I'm just telling the truth. They're going to fire me what I got to tell your son every day. Hey, look here, boy. Stop acting like your fucking mama. Get your ass down the court. See, telling them that, and then somebody mama gonna be running up on me. Hey, look here, you don't be telling my son what's wrong with acting like me. I'm gonna look over at him. See, case in point, boy. Case in point, boy. I would low-key pay Rod versus Draymond. Let me stop before I go back and forth with Miss Collins. I'm having a good live. I ain't finna, Miss Collins, you ain't finna have me talk about no ladies. You talking about you will surely get fired. Yeah. But sometimes ladies just gotta turn their heads what fathers gotta do to make their son into tough little men. You gotta turn your head. I ain't want to see my son get choked out in jiu-jitsu, but he was getting his ass choked out. I'm like, God damn, boy. Fuck. Hey, look, I tried not to put no pressure on, so I act like I wasn't going. I ain't going though. Yeah, you go ahead, son. I'll have my girl at the time drop him off, because for some reason he get nervous when he see me. I ain't want him to see me lose and think I'm gonna think less of him or something. So I would just be hiding and looking and shit. And he get his little ass choked out. And I'm like, God damn, boy, stop being so fucking nice. He choke you out. Say, run it back. He ain't never asked for a run back. I'm like, God damn it. But he was starting to get better, though. He get choked out. It was harder for him to get choked out. That's why I was like, okay, improvement. This is improvement. It's taking longer for him to get choked out now. But he started doing it so late. I got my son so late. If he was doing it since a little kid, I would have had his ass in there since he was 3-4 years old. But I got him when he was 13. So it was, these kids are advanced. They were kicking ass quick. I said, damn, these some advanced 13-year-old. And I wanted to run in there and grab this one 13-year-old that choked my son out. But shit, I was afraid that little kid was going to choke my ass out too. So I was like, shit, this little boy here, he might roll me up into a grown man sandwich. So I was like, you know what, son? No. I'm this for you, boy. That boy had been rolling on that mat since he was about 3. That boy was good. I said, damn. I told him, don't feel bad, son. He could kick my ass too. That's where you build character with your son. You be honest, son. Don't feel bad. He kicked my ass too. You talk about those kids are serious players, man. I'm trying to tell you. I saw what that boy did to my son. That shit instantly made me mad. But then I had to think about it. I said, hold up now. Ain't no need to be coming in there and get my ass choked out too. I wanted to go in there and try to goddamn sensei it, because then it'll make sense. I get choked out by the instructor, then it ain't, that's what's supposed to happen. But what if the instructor would have been like, no, you're not finna fight me, Mr. Brown. You gonna get that same 13-year-old. Did he choke me and my son out? Now I gotta come back. I gotta circle the block with Donald Trump then. Fuck that. I can't go out like that. Hey, that's what's wrong in the hood. Get choked out. I can't go out like that. Nah, you gotta learn how to take your lumps. Kwame, Kobe didn't like you. You couldn't catch. Nigga, how would you know? You wasn't there. You just gossiping. Get up out of my chat, boy. Kobe didn't like me. I don't like you. How about that? Do you care? Yeah, man, but they got to go through it. Now, I know if I would have took his mama there to see what that boy was doing to her little baby boy. Now, his mama would have went out there and tried to fight. Now, that's why sometimes you just can't see. You just don't want to see it. You just want to see the finished product. You just want to see the finished product. His mama damn sure. His mama from Baltimore. His mama crazy. But she was fine then though. She was fine though. I don't give a damn about crazy if you're fine. She was fine. Man, fuck all that crazy. Bring your fine ass over here. That's how I was back then. But I stay away from crazy. Now that shit ain't worth it. I'm too old to deal with another crazy. But yeah, she would have been trying to fight that dude. But women, I promise you, man, if you let us get the sons, the finished product that you'll see, it'll be amazing. Like my football coach, he used to snatch me by my helmet, slap me in the back of the goddamn head where I couldn't hear nothing for a couple of seconds, and then, boom, get out there and do something, boy. Now, I know if a coach do that right now, y'all mama's going to be trying to fight the coach, but I'm telling you, I needed every slap. I'm telling you, I did. When he snatched me by my helmet, it made me mad. I went out there and I took it out on somebody else's child, but I did what I was supposed to do. He turned me into a beast. But we need that. So don't take those slaps away from those kids. Just think about it. You let the coach slap him and grab his helmet, or either the police gonna slap him and grab him with them cuffs. Somebody got to slap him. Well, I'm just saying, you can't just hug him. Somebody got to slap that little boy. Let the coach do their job. KB doing the Oakland drill is crazy. Oh, man. He talking about, hell no, ain't worth it. Paul Brown, you ain't let your kid get slapped by the helmet. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, let's hear it. It's kind of ironic how a bunch of blacks keep piling criticism on this kid, especially Kwame. Isn't this what happened to you when you were in the league? Absolutely not. They called me a bust. So should I call Bronny James a bust? Because that's not what I called Bronny James. Now, what I can do what happened to me, if you would like. I can get up here every single day and call LeBron James a bust, say he sucks, say he doesn't have a move to remember. I can do what they did to me now. I get downright ugly, and I'll repeat the exact same words if that's what you would like. But what I actually did was say he's not an NBA player, and I'm giving rhyme and reason why he's not. This is a second round pick. This is not the energy and effort that we will accept from a second round pick. No. Bronny James was supposed to dive on a basketball floor. Now, if you're telling me I can't look at a basketball game and critique it like this, then I'm telling you to don't watch my podcast. Because that is not what happened to me, clown. A grown man came and got drafted in the goddamn same year when I got drafted, basically. There was a back-end deal the same year I got drafted for MJ to come play so that he could be an owner. Just my fucking luck. So don't tell me that's the same thing that happened to me. Absolutely not. You just don't like the fact that Bronny James is LeBron James' son, and you just don't like the fact that I'm criticizing that he's not a good basketball player. He's 20 years old. You keep giving me his age. I know how old he is. He'll be 21 in a couple of days, but he's also a professional athlete that took a 4-year contract that he had to ink his name on. And he's putting on a jersey and he's going out there and playing. So you can go cry me a river. Stick your head up under the couch. Why wasn't you in the chat? How come we never seen this guy when it was talking about Westbrook? How come we never seen this guy when we was talking about Westbrook? This is crazy how these guys come in here and cry, and they come with the same old BS, acting like they are actually right. You're not right about what you're saying. You sound like an idiot. You sound like an idiot. This is a professional athlete, and I'm talking about the game. Now, all of a sudden, y'all want to have some moral clause because it's Bronny. The only reason why you have that moral clause is because you are a classism, idol-worshiping moron. And I won't let you do it. You talk about, I don't want to hear that he's black. You talk about everybody else that's black. I don't want to hear about nepotism. This don't got nothing to do with nepotism. This is classism. This is all being done because this is LeBron James' son, and y'all look at him like he's some sort of hero. That's all this is about. And I'm not going to give him kitten gloves on a basketball standpoint. This is not what a second round pick is. This is not the energy and effort of a second round pick. He does not know simple principles of a basketball game. Now, if you like, I'll start calling them names, calling them bust, calling them all kind of stuff that they did to me. That's not what I'm doing. And don't conflate the two, because I'll show you the difference. My mouth is vicious. I can show you easily the difference if I start doing commentary like that. You wouldn't want me to do that. I'd have Bronny James ready to quit. YouTube would probably flag me off the platform with the jokes I have, especially after the trauma they put me through. You know damn well I got some good trauma I can put out on somebody now. Come on now. Yeah, hurt people. You know damn well if I really wanted to be vengeful, I could. You know it. Just my luck. Just so happened, boy, God got a sense of humor. Just so happened you guys have been commentating the game in the most disrespectful manner, especially towards me, made me the poster child for bust. And then now, God know he got a sense of humor. He gave me this gift of the greatest player that ever played the game. Some people are going to argue is LeBron James, which I don't agree with. And you can see that by the fruit that he bears, that y'all would argue that he's the greatest player who ever played the game. And now he has a son in the league that's a young son that I could do the same thing that they did to me. And I'm not going to do that. And the end of my takes, I give him real information that he can use. Stop shooting these threes. Ball fake and get to the basket. Nobody's going to respect your three-point shooting ability. Everybody's going to go under on you. And if you wasn't here earlier, I'll give you some of the plays that this kid has done that to me just don't look right. And here's one of them. This don't look right. A guy that just went 1 for 12, this don't look right. When 7 foot Aiden is on Al Horford already, this should be a pump fake. He's predetermining what he's going to do before he's do it. This is not a fluid basketball player. He's predetermining what he's going to do. Buddy Hield is not a great defender, and he wasn't in position to be a good defender. So this should have been a simple ball fake for a guy who went 1 for 12. Ball fake him. Steph Curry is the back line of the defense. I'm getting into Steph Curry's body. I'm getting an and one, or I'm dunking this basketball. Somebody keeps labeling Bronny James a 3-and-D player, so therefore he's not playing basketball in a way that he should be playing it. Stop labeling people and let him play a mature, pure game. Ain't nowhere in the hell I would have came in thinking about shooting threes after a 1 for 8 performance. The first thing would have been in my mind, I got to get a dunk. I got to get a layup. I got to get a dunk. I got to get a layup. Y'all want everything that somebody say about this kid to be, well, this grown-ass man, to be looked at as hate, to be looked at as jealousy, because you idol-worshiping losers don't want to hear nothing bad about this guy because you're idol-worshiping his daddy. From the plays that I've seen out of Bronny, this is not an NBA player, and that's okay. He don't have to be an NBA player. This is not enough energy for me. Bronny James, we talk about all the athleticism this kid got. Jimmy Butler got the ball. The guy got a hand up. This is not energy and effort, Bronny James. This pace right here is not the effort. I thought he was fast. You telling me? I know my rookie year, my second year, I was fast enough to get in front of this play. If I miss this shot, yeah, you might got to step in front of me, but I was fast enough to put my head down in my first 2 or 3 steps. I'm going to be even or ahead of this play. I'm going to boom, boom, boom. I'm going to explode out so I can get in front and help my teammates. So if you're saying this is the same thing that happened to me, you're an idiot. Stephen A. Smith don't even know how to break. He don't know jack Judy about basketball to be able to articulate to you what a problem is with a player. He just goes out and hurl out insults. I'm not just hurling out insults. He can correct everything that I'm talking about. This is energy. This is effort right here. He can correct that by being held accountable. By J.J. Redick saying, timeout. Bronny, go sit your ass down on that bench. But he can't do that because his daddy is LeBron James. He's not going to be held accountable for anything. This right here, calling a guy for a pick. Bronny James is supposed to turn around backwards and get across half court. Magic Johnson, a lot of other great point guards would have turned around backwards and crab dribble at this guy, because you can't set a pick when you can't initiate the offense in the back court. That's why I know this guy is not a point guard, and whoever taught him to play point guard got to teach him a little better. He's initiating the offense from the back court. Watch his hand signal. He's waving a guy for a pick, and he hadn't even crossed the half court line. He's still being counted for 8 seconds. Matter of fact, the referee is not counting. Maybe he don't get counted for 8 seconds because that's Bronny James. But I've never seen someone initiate the offense from the back court. I've never seen that from the other end of the court. You at least got to cross half court first. So if I was Bronny, I would be crab dribbling across half court. I would turn my back, and I would not be moving before Dalton Connect can set a pick. I would be, and the reason why I know this is because I used to play point guard before I grew 8 inches. So I know that you crab dribble down, let Dalton Connect get his body in position to set the pick, and then you come off of this pick. This was a waste of play. This was a waste of call out. he's actually trying to activate his aggressive offensive move with his foot on the damn half court line. And you're telling me what I'm saying is hating? You telling me what I'm saying is because I'm jealous? You telling me the one thing you not telling me is what I'm saying is wrong. And that's why I'm going to keep telling what I'm saying, so that some player who really want to get better can listen to a real critique of a game and not an ass kiss fest, and can actually learn how to play basketball. Because this is not where you initiate the offense with your foot stepping on the half court line. Because I can really get into the breakdowns for those of you that keep saying that everybody is a hater. I can make a real valid point of why this kid should never be in an NBA jersey. He doesn't know this because he never played this position. Somebody got to tell him, this ain't it. So now Dalton Connect is a seasoned veteran. Well, he's not a seasoned veteran in the NBA, but he's played a lot of college basketball. So he knows to get out of the way, because this ain't going to be nothing but a foul on Dalton Connect. So Dalton Connect said, okay, I can't help you. You're hurting the team by doing this because you don't know the small principles of the game. So you're going to hurt the team because you're going to get me a foul call. So Dalton Connect gets out the way. Now, Dalton Connect is a good enough shooter that his time should not be wasted on the floor with Bronny James, because you got to be able to help each other. Dalton Connect wants to get a good screen on a body. You know why? The person who set the screen is normally the person who's open. You know why that does not work with Bronny James out on the floor? Because he does not wait for screens. So now Dalton Connect time is being wasted out on the floor with Bronny because he can't hit open shots with Bronny because everybody gets to stay home. By him not waiting on the screen, Dalton Connect man stays with him. Bronny is not past his man. He don't know how to start initiating contact with the guy. So he allows the guy to run right next to him. You tell me a good point guard in the league that will not be initiating contact. You tell me Jalen Brunson wouldn't have this guy on the side of him initiating all kind of contact. You tell me Jalen Brunson, first of all, Jalen Brunson would have been done turned around, would have been backing that thing up on him, pause. He would have came off this screen, and the moment you got on the side of Jalen Brunson, whether he got a screen on him or not, Jalen Brunson would have been eating up this space. Shy would have been eating up this space with his off arm. Shy, I think, sometimes get away with offensive fouling, but he would have been eating up this space. But nothing about this kid when he's on the floor helps his teammates. It makes it harder on everybody else. Now, he goes in, he starts this 1-2 from way out here. Initiated no contact with the guy yet. This ain't college, Bronny. This is not high school. You can't jump over everybody. We got 7-footers waiting on you. You're not as athletic as you think, because this ain't even that high. And look what happened. This is supposed to be a good shot. A second-round pick hesitated and shot over 2 defenders. This is grounds to get you cut if you was any other second-round pick. This is grounds to get you cut if you're any other second-round pick. Where's Bronny James? Since all of you keep telling me I'm hating, when did you ever hear Stephen A say, Kwame Brown, you got to walk the man in and do an L cut? You got a V cut. You can't just walk straight from the three-point line. Look at Bronny. Bronny never walked into his guy and got him down to the lower box and then came off with some pace. Bronny James is standing at the three-point line playing ready, set, go. And I like when you little crybabies come into my chat, because I'm not going to curse. I'm just going to give a better breakdown, because maybe you just don't know nothing about basketball. And maybe you need to sit back and be quiet and listen. Bronny James is supposed to walk his guy in and come off after he's gotten some contact. Watch a film on Reggie Miller, Bronny, and Reggie Miller would have been giving this guy all type of elbows to his chest. Reggie Miller would have stuck his leg in between his leg to ram him off of position, to dislodge him off the spot a little bit, just so you can get a running start, so you can have the advantage. Now, they'll say I'm hating, but they won't say I'm wrong about nothing that I'm saying. This kid don't know simple fundamentals of the game, but he's collecting a 4-year check. He comes off hurting his teammates because nobody's going to get open with Bronny on the floor because he don't even know how to set his defender up to put people at odds so that the team can gain an advantage. But it's not about the team of gaining an advantage. It's about showing that Bronny James is an NBA player. So when the guys are out there, they got to cater to Bronny James to prove that he's an NBA player, which he's not. He comes off wide as I don't know what. This is not an NBA player. I'm 43 years old, and I got a torn meniscus in my knee that I'm about to get fixed, and I can still come off tighter than this. I can still come off and get downhill in this paint tighter than this. Right here. Why is he rounding this out so hard? This guy is 20 years old, 21 years old. He should have the hips and the quick twitch muscles of somebody that can turn downhill and get this big to come stop him. That way Jackson Hayes is open. But what does this turn into? Bronny James round this out, and the guard gets right back on him. Look how round this is. This is horrible. This is horrible. The big can guard both right here. And then now he can get help from the nail because he wasn't tight. When this is a starting center, that play is not going to work. That is going to be a turnover. When that is a starting guard on Bronny that gives them that much space, that is going to be a turnover. He definitely is supposed to set his man up and come off showing his hands ready for the ball. Thank you. I'm just trying to figure out, have we become that much of idol worship that when we speak about the game, the pure form of basketball, when I'm talking about setting your man up and coming off, when I'm talking about coming off a pick and roll and immediately crossing the ball over so you can get the point guard on your back, you're telling me that's hatred? That's hatred now. Yeah, it was a nice one for the preseason because that kid almost got his hand on that ball. You got to remember, this is not a starting center. You cannot make this much mistakes. This is not going to work against the starters. This much space, rounding this off this much, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. And Jackson Hayes is an excellent, excellent lob catcher. Trust me. Swing, swing. What happened to that? Get that ball over to Hachimura. He pump fakes Hachimura. I would have taken his ass out the game so fast, he would have never saw the rest of this game. You went 1 for 12. You look off Hachimura, and you take a three-pointer with a hand contested from the hash. This is one of those shots, you better make it or you out of this game. And he happened to make it. But this is a horrible shot. And maybe that's not Hachimura in the corner. I don't know who number 50 is. This is not tight enough. I don't know who taught him to come off pick and roll. This is not tight enough. Cross this ball over right now. Get him on your back right now. Start getting him on your back. He's up in the air. Put your shoulder into his chest right now. Nope, no shoulder in his chest. No shoulder in his chest. You mean to tell me you didn't get nothing on him? Watch what happened. Don't tell me I don't know nothing about basketball. Now he swings it, does the right thing. Nice play. They're going to highlight this all over ESPN. But I'm going to highlight this again. This took away from everything right here. This play right here, this is all I need to see. First of all, let's see how this play started. Shot go up. Find your man, Bronny. Shot go up. He's in no man's land. Find your man, Bronny. So your man going to come from the 3-point line. The guy is going to come from the 3-point line. This is why I say he's not an NBA player. Guy come from the 3-point line. You already made the mistake of letting him get the rebound. You didn't box him out. JJ Redick don't react, don't say nothing because he know he can't say nothing. JJ Redick's hands didn't go up. He didn't say, God damn it, nothing. Kid blocks the shot. Good block. Shouldn't have been a block because you should have got a rebound. Now, you got the block, and then that's all you do? That's all you do? That's all you do is jump on the ground. You didn't even jump on the ground. Bright and early, wake up with Bronny James on your mind over a preseason game is some top-tier obsession. This is not a preseason game for Bronny. Maybe you don't know anything about basketball. Bronny is a second-round pick. This is not a preseason game. He's not going to play. What are you, saving him for the regular season? You're an idiot. This is Bronny game. This is an audition for Bronny James. This is not a guy that's in the regular rotation. He may not see the floor again when the season starts. Do you not know that, genius? So Bronny James got to play this game like his last. Is this his last game effort? No. Is this second-round pick effort? No. You act as if this kid is going to guarantee play this season. He might be in the Rancho Cucamonga's D-League. So to avoid going to the D-League, you're supposed to play harder. Okay, so why talk about him? Because I am a journalist, and every journalist is talking about him. I can go on ESPN right now, and they're showing that dunk over and over again. Are y'all over there on ESPN flooding their comment section saying, why talk about him? Or y'all over there saying, that's a nice dunk? Is it just hurting your eyes because I'm highlighting the fact that he gives no energy and effort? That he didn't get his butt to the baseline? Simple basketball principles. Ball you man, ball goes up, find your man. If his butt was on the baseline, all he would have to do is drop, step, and turn. Box this guy out and get the rebound. But he didn't get it. He got the block. And then this was the energy and effort he gave after that. And I think that's horrendous for a guy under a 4-year contract. I think that's horrendous. You are not a journalist. You're a bust. Well, that's your opinion. I can call you a bunch of names. You're a man hiding behind your phone. So, you know, it is what it is. But y'all can call me names, but you can't call me wrong about my basketball take, though. So I'm glad that you upset. That means I'm on to something. I'm glad that you upset. Because it should be kids in the gym right now pissed off that they didn't get drafted and he did. There should be kids pissed off, hungry, saying, I'm not going to play like Bronny James if I get an opportunity. Like I don't deserve to be out there. I'm going to know simple principles of the game. Ball you man. I'm not going to be watching the shot go up. I'm going to be activated to go get this goddamn on ball. That's not the effort that I'm going to give. Because this could have easily been a foul. That could have easily been a foul call. And then that, you don't dive on the ball and get that ball back, you owe us. As a team, we already down, you owe us. And look at the coaching staff. He's clapping. The black coach is clapping. And none of the coaches over there said, box out. None of the coaches said nothing. None of the teammates, not even his daddy gave him correction. Box out. Dive on the goddamn on floor. Nobody says nothing to this kid. Is he a basketball player or a god? Is he a basketball player or a god? Nobody says nothing to this kid. The coach didn't even get up and say, box out, Bronny. Dive on the loose floor. Come here for a second. And nobody said nothing. Because it's preseason. See, that lets me know you don't know Jack Judy about basketball. Is Bronny James in the rotation? Is Bronny James a second round pick or not? Because this is not a preseason game for Bronny James. This is an audition to prove that you can earn some minutes. This is not a preseason. Y'all make excuses, and you don't, either you're making an excuse or you don't know Jack Judy about basketball. He is auditioning for more time on the floor. I'm going to say it again for the people who know Jack Judy about basketball and going to keep saying this is a preseason game. This is not a preseason game for a second round pick. A second round pick is supposed to be trying not to go to the D League and trying to earn some minutes in the regular rotation. The reason why you guys are saying it's a preseason game, because you see the lack of effort that I see, and you want to make excuses for it. Oh, it's definitely no time on the LA team for him playing like that. Basketball talk is done. They ruined the game. Yeah, they ruined the game by always disrespecting people. So now we got picks on who we can disrespect. And now we got idol worship on certain people. So now you can't even say this is not the energy and effort of a second round pick. Now, had this not been Bronny James' son, I could say that. But this is Bronny James' son, so I can't say that. But I say it anyway. This is not the energy and effort that anybody want to see out of a second round pick. This is not just the preseason for a second round pick. This is an audition. This is a time for you to earn minutes. This is a time for you not to get sent to the D League. This is a time for you to earn the trust of your teammates, earn the respect of the coach, and be able to be trusted out there on the floor. That's what this time is for. And looking at the body language of this coaching staff, LeBron ought to be ashamed of himself what he doing. He ought to be ashamed of himself what he doing. He ought to be ashamed of himself. None of the coaches can say nothing. This coach is clapping. What the hell are you clapping for? This kid didn't box out and get a rebound. You clapping that he got a block. So anything good that he do, that's the only thing y'all see? The only thing y'all see is something good. What about before he did something good that he didn't box out, which was bad? And then he didn't dive on the floor. What are we clapping for? He talking about you don't have to say it. I will. He's a bust. Nah, he shouldn't have got drafted. The reason why I'm not gonna call him that is that he shouldn't have got drafted. It's not his fault that he had a daddy that was rich and that got so much power and influence that now he could change the hearts of everybody, and now everybody want to call him a kid, and now everybody want to say, let's not talk about basketball players. And then when Westbrook step on the court, we can yell out Westbrook. Yeah. Because he ain't of royalty. He's not the king's son. You can call him a bust if they don't try hard. Oh yeah, you definitely can call him a bust. Second round picks get cut for no energy and effort, or it's just the politics of it. He should have got cut after these two games. There's already no roster spot for him. Well, there's a roster spot for him, but there's no minutes for him. I believe some of the guys that they brought in for a tryout can help the Lakers better than Bronny. KB hate the James family? What am I saying that gives you the indication that I hate them? So because, let's see, This is hatred right here. Saying that, so you're saying that he shouldn't have boxed out. Okay, so let's go over my hatred. So he shouldn't have boxed out right here because that's not what you do on an NBA team. That's not what you do at the playground. That's not what you do, period. You're not supposed to box out. So that's hatred saying that he's supposed to box out. And it's definitely hatred for saying he should have dove on the floor for the ball. So that's my hatred. So why are you saying that I hate him? Is that what you're saying? Huh? I just want to clarify. No, I'm trolling too. I just want to make sure because this is helping me drive home my point. Is that the part where I'm hating? I just want to know the part where I'm hating at because I would love to stop being a hater. So he shouldn't have dove on the floor. So Bronny, don't box out. Great block, Bronny. Great block. I don't see nothing else. He shouldn't have boxed out right there. Great block. Great block. Don't dive on the floor. Great attempt. Great attempt. Great attempt. Bronny was amazing there. He blocked the shot. Yeah, I'm gonna start commentating like everybody else. Fuck it. I only see the good he do. Oh, great catch. Oh my God, great pass. Oh shit. Hands down. Future of the Lakers. Did you see that pass? Oh shit. Hey man, I'm out, man. I'm done playing with y'all, man. Woo. Hey man, this is too funny, man. I'm hating. Yeah, he say, so critiquing someone is hating now. Most people are dumb as AF. Man, I tell you what, I'm out of this thing, man. I can't. Why don't you talk about any other player's game? I would love to, but guess what? The Lakers feature this guy, so I'm featuring him too. See, he's in the algorithm. He's being featured by the Los Angeles Lakers, man. Do you not understand that? He's being featured by ESPN, CNN, all these, maybe not CNN, but he's being featured every time he touched the court. He's being featured. So how can you get mad at me for featuring him as well? I'm starting to do commentary like everybody else. Okay, I get it now. I see the light. I don't see nothing negative that he do no more. I got it. I get it now. See, when I see a play like this go on from now on, Bronny standing there, great anticipation. Oh, don't worry about it. Great block, Bronny. Greatest block shot. Greatest, quickest hand. Look at it. Hand on the ball again. You got to get him effort. He got his hands on the ball 2 times in one possession. I mean, that is great. Right here, Bronny comes off. I mean, precision catch. Look at that. Oh, my God. Without a pass like that, that guy wouldn't even hit that shot. Yeah, that's how I'm going to start commentating, Bronny. Because that way y'all, that nigga say even the Balco rejected his heart. Damn. That's how I'm going to commentate the game, okay? So we can all be friends. I'm tired of looking at y'all calling me a hater and all this just because I know basketball and y'all don't. Do that and you're going to make more money, Kwame. Yeah, I'm going after the bag now. I'm only going to see the good in Bronny. I'm going for the bag. Bronny James is the best young prospect, and I'm only going to highlight. I'm not going to say nothing about the 5 turnovers. I'm just only going to say about the 5 points. Yeah, I'm just going to sell out like the rest of these niggas. Because I believe if you give 5 turnovers, that can lead to a lot of points. That can either lead to 3 points each time, or that can either lead to 2 points each time. So, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That could be 10 or 15 points. That's fucked up. So, but I won't highlight that no more. I will never talk about anything bad. No, Kwame, it's not only that. What is it, Unity? Damn. Unite or else. I thought this was unity. You said unite or else. So unite or what is the else part? You sound like you a dictator. I'm scared of you, dog. Unite. So if I don't agree with you, yeah, I don't even want to have no conversation with somebody like you. This nigga said unite or else. I don't want to have no conversation with somebody like that. That don't sound like I got a choice to talking to no nigga like this. I like to keep my options open. Shit, all my life I kept my options. This nigga said unite or else what? I'm straight. Is it possible that he is a nepo baby and that you are a hater at the same time? Absolutely not, because you're just calling me names. So is it hating? I just want to ask, because this is like a film study. So I should have been told my coach he was hating on me. Damn, why I ain't think of that? So when the coach was in the film session and said, Kwame, you ain't boxed out right there, and he paused that, I should have said, Coach, you hating. Yeah, I should have said, Coach, is it possible that you're hating on me? So, Kurt, should he have not boxed out? I'm just asking. In the game of basketball, you're supposed to box out. I should have said, Coach was hating on me. You can't tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. You can't point out what my job is as a professional coach. You're a hater. Matter of fact, the film might be hating on them too. Women lie, men lie. They say numbers don't lie, but the one thing that will never lie is that film. Film don't lie. Yeah, film don't lie. Something wrong with KB, bro. I'm thinking something wrong with these niggas. They keep calling me a name without giving no context. I'm giving context. Am I a hater by saying he should box out? Because that's what I said. I said Bronny James should have his butt to the baseline, because that's basketball principles that I was taught. And then when the shot go up, you're not a spectator. You go find your man. You go find your man to put a body on him. So if that's hating, every coach that ever taught me basketball was hating, because that's what they taught me. They taught me butt to the baseline. They taught me when the shot go up, don't spectate. And guess what? I've been in film sessions where I didn't do these principles. Yeah, I've been in film sessions where I spectated. And guess what happened? I was called out on it. So am I hating for saying good block, but he should have dove on the floor? Am I hating for saying he should have dove on the floor? Am I hating? I'm just asking. I'm going to drop the link because I want to know, can somebody tell me what is the hating part? I can understand that you don't like that I'm talking about somebody that you like, but that's on you to not be able to deal with what I'm saying. I want to learn from you, so tell me what I'm hating about, because a film session has never lied. This is film. Unless you're classifying this as hate, and then we're going to have a difference of opinion on that. He should have boxed out. Tell me the hate. Please come. Somebody, I'm leaving the floor open for all LeBron James fans to tell me what is the hate. What part is hating? Link is in the chat. Don't just call me a name. Come up here and tell me this part right here where you said he should have boxed out, you hating. Damn, the best of the best get critiqued. What the hell? I don't know what's wrong with these people. All right, what's going on? How am I hating? You're on the show. What's going on? How am I hating? All right, I don't got time for this shit. Can't even get their thoughts together. I want to know. Don't be brave. See, this is why you got to have public forum debate again. Don't let people hide behind a computer. Don't let people hide behind their emojis. Make them come up, have a conversation. We gotta have open forum debate again. Otherwise, the weaklings will stay in the chat. They'll stay everywhere, and they'll say a bunch of nonsense, and then they can't say anything. They can't back up what they're saying. KB, they had to waive Quincy Oliveri, undrafted player, because he was making Bronny look bad. Absolutely. Not only did they have him undrafted, but once we highlighted the fact, and then me, Ticket TV, Too Raw for TV, we got Quincy Oliveri fired because once we started highlighting what he was doing in the G League, somehow he got out of the roster rotation on the G League from the starting point guard to we didn't even know where he went. And then all of a sudden, it was a clear lane for Bronny to shoot all of the shots that Quincy would shoot. So stars are not born; they're created. If this is not a better example, the most egregious example of stars are not born; they're created, then I don't know what is. Because this is a created player. This is no different than going on your PlayStation and creating this dude. This is nothing but a created player. Stars are not born; they are created. He's being created because of his jersey sales and his star power. And without somebody calling me a name, without somebody bringing up my basketball, without somebody doing any of that, they will not talk about the critiques that I'm talking about. Now, I see Kyrie back here. This joker is biased as hell.
Hey man, I ain't biased. I'm just trying to figure out where's the positivity at.
It's all positive. If he hears my breakdown, I said, get your butt to the baseline right here, which he should have his butt to the baseline. The ball
Right.
go up, you're not a spectator. Go
Right.
find your man, box out. I also said, once this play happened and it went through, I don't ever want to see him reach for the ball again. He needs to dive on the floor. Those are
Right.
two things that was good advice for a young player like that.
That was good advice, but I'm saying, was there anything good that you saw him do? That's why people are calling you a hater, because you're only pointing out what he's doing wrong instead of anything he's doing good. Like, oh
We're
well, he
not
improved
trying to
on.
have a love affair session with a guy that needs to improve. If we're trying to get him to improve, you point out the things he needs to improve upon. You want me to have that participation trophy mentality where if he does anything good, we over highlight the thing that he does good.
No, I'm
No,
not saying that. I think we got to build and destroy. Like we got to destroy and build at the same time. I know you're trying to destroy what you're seeing that you don't like, but at the same time, you got to show like, okay, we got some good points we can build off of. You got some
no, I'm
good
not
things
trying
here.
to destroy anything. I'm saying he needs to give up this roster spot for a kid who's you don't get this much time to develop as a second round pick. Sorry to tell you that.
Okay, I can understand that. I ain't gonna deny that. I think Westbrook deserves a spot. I ain't gonna deny that. But I'm just looking like he's a young boy. He
He's
definitely
not a
has some
young
bright
boy. He's a
spots he can build on.
21-year-old man. He can get a life sentence in the penitentiary right now. He can go vote. He can go to the army. He's not a young man. He can go to the penitentiary for the rest of his life. He's an adult.
He is. He's an adult, but he has some building points. He ain't like he got some points he could build off of. You know what I mean? He ain't
He
just
got points that he can build off of. He was 1 for 8 from the three, and he's still going out here jacking up threes.
shooters gotta keep shooting, Kwame.
No, he don't. He needs to ball fake. He needs to pump fake this three-pointer and go to the basket. That's what he needs to do. He needs to ball fake and go to the basket.
He's not as you just pointing out the boy ain't tall. He ain't got no athletic advantage running to that paint when he pump fakes and goes to that
Is
lane
Steph
other than the
Curry
floater.
tall right here on this play?
No, but
Steph
Steph Curry
Curry is the
got
back
flicked.
line.
He got
You
touched.
think Steph Curry blocked Bronny James' shot?
Nah.
So why didn't he pump fake it right here and go dunk on Steph Curry? We hear about all this athleticism. Why he didn't show and go? Why he didn't pump fake and go dunk on him?
He felt like he had a better shot right there than
He just
him
went
traveling
one
to the
for
rim
eight.
and having
How
to
did he
challenge
get
that
this
center
feeling
that's
that he's
right
gonna have a
there.
better shot?
It was an easier shot. It's a less contested shot
That's not a
rather than
less
me go to the
contested
rim and
shot.
have to face that challenge at the
That
rim.
is not an easier shot. He could have pump faked this. It would have been a better job if he would have pump faked this shot and took one dribble, two dribbles, and banked it off the backboard.
Yeah, the mid range game is available. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying like it's a new age, man. They probably want him to shoot more threes rather than mid range shots.
Why? He don't make them. Why?
It's the algorithm.
Okay. Fanta, what is that? Fanta Jacobs? Fontaine Jacobs, what's up? My bad.
What up? I was about to tell you why you a hater, man.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just fucking with you. Nah, but you can't point out what he doing wrong right now because it don't matter. He's playing like he already got it. He know he got a spot on the roster, so he don't care. And you can applaud this and critique that, but that was summertime. You supposed to do
Hey,
that
come to the
summertime.
camera a little bit. We can't hear what
I'm
you
at
said.
work.
You said
I'm at
it
work.
sound like you said.
I'm grinding.
Hold on, wait. I just want the people in the chat to hear what you're saying. You said he don't care because he know he got a roster spot.
He knows he got a roster spot. So why?
So would you say that's a good thing or a bad thing?
No, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to battle this dude. I'm not fighting for a spot because I know I already got it. My daddy on the bench.
Okay.
Okay, it's a time and place to applaud. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and place to applaud, but that was summertime. This is shit he was supposed to have been working on during the summer. I shouldn't have to tell you about. These are fundamentals, man. These are fundamentals. This is shit you should have been on. You should have been on this. And at this point, it ain't about who his daddy is. It's him as a basketball player, man. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to tell you to box out. I shouldn't have to tell you to split the man's stance. I shouldn't have to tell you all that, bro. You are a professional basketball player. Where's the hate?
I don't know.
I just want you to get better. I'm telling you so you can be better. I'm not going to hold your hand and applaud you, and you're never going to grow. You're never going to grow. I'm trying to show you.
But if I never tell you what you're doing right, you'll never know if you are any good at anything.
That's what the summertime for, baby. That's what the summertime for. You know what I'm saying? This is game time now. He's supposed to be fighting for a position. The summertime is where I applaud you and pick you up when you fall and scrape your knee and all that. That's what that's for. Now, it's time to perform.
Summertime. The man averaged 4 points in college. How the fuck did he even get to the NBA?
That's what I said. Should be
there. Y'all ain't happy to see a black man having power in the league like this. Like, I'm happy.
Power in the league. He ain't got no fucking power in the league, boy. That nigga kissing
that's
ass.
Power right there. Finally, we start running things.
That ain't power, bro.
That's running things.
He knelt down with $1 billion. He ain't show no power. Let me ask you something, Kyrie. Where's the power that LeBron showed? He knelt down. What king kneel down like that? I never seen a king kneel. He make others kneel.
Hey, every great leader has to be a great father.
You're not even answering my question.
Great leader. How he was a great leader when he lost he wasn't no leader when he lost to Dirk and them in the fucking finals. Jason Terry and them beat the shit out of his ass. Jason Kidd, like 37? Fuck out of here.
Man, I'm just saying, Kwame, every king must be worthy.
That's blasphemy to call him a king. He's the king of what?
Every king
He's
must
the king
bow.
of what?
He the king. He's been the king since like 2013, 2014.
King of bullshit.
He the king.
The league has been set around him. If y'all don't believe it's the LBA, then y'all tripping.
Oh yeah, you for sure.
Y'all didn't believe that. I came up to your face in the mall.
When KD,
that's disturbing.
Curry, Giannis, all these motherfuckers won during his reign. Fam, you played 22 years in the fucking league. He got the most turnovers. They don't talk about that. How many goddamn turnovers he got?
Finals appearances. Like we
got a lot of finals. He got a lot of losses too in those appearances. Fuck, he failing. You're not take a pop quiz. He failing.
Where was the hate at?
He showed up.
Take a pop quiz. You failing.
I just don't see the hate. I just see Clutch Sports control the league. They
You're just not pointing out no positive. You're not showing no positive points in this. Like
I don't see why you can't see the positive points that I showed.
I'm saying you're not pointing nothing positive in his game. Like you're not showing no improvement.
The positive point is this: pump fake the ball, get into the paint. Don't predetermine your moves. This was predetermined. All this sequence was predetermined. 1 for 8. You don't
look how much space he had before when he called for the ball.
Wait, where is his IQ? You can't shoot. Go to the hole, goofy.
Right. Pump fake. He got enough time to pump fake and challenge Steph Curry at the rim. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But it's Buddy Hield. He's already flying by him. Look at him.
Yep, exactly. He's looking at let that nigga shoot. That shit break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get the rebound. We gone. He finna go. He finna go to the corner for the 3.
If I gave that shot to Kevin Durant, I messed up as a defender. Right there, if I gave that shot to Bronny, I did a good job as a defender. It depends on who I'm guarding.
No, I'm saying Bronny got to be a better teammate. He should swing this back to the top to a better shooter. That's walking right into a three right there,
Yeah,
or pump fake the ball and go challenge at the rim. He
right
should
at the
not be
top of the
listening
three.
to this 3-and-D advice shooting the ball like this. He shouldn't.
He's trying to play a game that they created for him. That's not his game. That's not his game. And somebody need to tell him. You know what I'm saying? If they want to put him up on the pedestal and they want them to stay in that position,
What?
teach them this shit. Teach them. They need to teach
Teach
them.
them
Every game
what?
that he's been,
You can't teach some shit if you can't really do it. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
bro, I'm
You
He
got to be
averaged
out
trying.
there
4
in the
points in
Look,
building,
look,
bro.
college.
look.
What he
I'm
do?
He
trying.
averaged
I'm
4 points
trying.
in
I'm
college.
trying.
Bro,
He
he
No,
get
you
the
averaged
can, you
he
four
can
get the
teach
D
points
him.
League,
in
You can
man.
teach
college.
him some things.
1
Like, let
year.
me
He
show
How
you
the
get the
something.
fuck
D
Let me
do
show
you
you
League.
even
something you
get
can teach him.
drafted? How
Yeah,
do
Let
you
me
get
show you something you
drafted?
can teach him. You can teach him
yeah,
this.
man.
Watch this. Right here. Don't call for a screen until you get cross half court. Stop initiating the offense. Wait on the screen to be set before you start blowing by somebody. This is all.
Yo,
This nobody. He didn't get by nobody.
that's crazy.
The defense can sit home. He's
That's
trying to play point guard, but he's not patient. So my thing is slow down. Crab dribble across half court. Let Dalton Connect come and set the pick. Because if he get a good pick, Dalton Connect will be open. He can actually shoot.
Hey Kwame,
I
was he a
don't
shooting
understand the
guard? Was
mentality.
he a shooting guard in high school?
I don't know what position he played, but he definitely
Because
didn't play point guard.
yeah, he
He
don't
wasn't
look
even
like
a
he knows the
starter.
point guard position.
He wasn't even a starter.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
crazy. That's crazy. And then if my daddy proclaimed the
Man,
best
how the fuck do
person
you
ever
get
to do it,
drafted and you ain't a
you know what I'm
fucking
saying?
starter
Oh,
in
hey,
high
slow
school
down the
or
cursing,
college?
Rob City.
I'm
You're gonna
sorry,
mess up
my
the
bad.
algorithm with
Yo,
all that cursing.
Okay, my
so
bad, my bad.
I don't
Apologize.
understand if you supposed to if your daddy's supposed to be the GOAT, I don't believe that, but whatever. But if his daddy's supposed to be the GOAT, why does he not know these things? These are things, and he see it. Of course, LeBron sitting on the sideline. You see this shit. You see your son making a fool of himself, man. Come on,
So
man.
you don't see nobody in the league that could be possibly worse than Bronny?
You
Here
tell
he
me, and
go.
we'll both know.
man.
Look,
Hey,
you tell me,
No,
and we'll
yo, you
both know.
crazy as hell, yeah.
I don't see nobody worse
You
than Bronny in
tell
the
me,
league. Name
and we'll
one.
both know.
Fuck, I'm trying to think.
Hey, it's just like, yo, it's like you just go out there like you just like it's
You,
fucking preschool. Like I just throw on a jersey and just go. Just turn
I
my
think
back
Yeah,
around and I
but
go.
but
you can
No
but
find the
like
best
game,
player
Kwame
on the
no
said,
G
drills,
League.
no footwork.
but like Kwame
Man,
said, the problem is that the other players on the team got to placate to it. So like
that's
they can't
crazy.
say nothing, and they expect it to produce. So
I
like
don't
you
understand.
got to
I
think.
ain't
So
sweat.
some of those dudes are trying to like keep their jobs, man. But they got to sit
Crazy.
there and take a back seat.
I would
You
have
know what I
got
mean?
fired
And,
on.
and
I would have
actually,
got
and
fired off this
actually
team
grow his
because I
game.
would have said, Money,
Yeah,
grab on the goddamn floor and get that loose ball. What the hell is wrong with you?"
like if
Look
you
at the
don't
other
tell him
veterans
shit,
on the team. If
if you don't
Bronny
tell him,
James can't be talked to like everybody else that's a rookie or a second year player, he's not going to get any growth. They only want to say
right.
positive things to him. He's not going to grow like that. That's why the military soft. What Kyrie is
Mm-hmm.
saying, they want to have flowers and rainbows. No, you got to be broken down. What you are now is nothing we need you to be. We got to break you down and
Yep.
turn you into what
Yeah,
we want you
yeah,
to be.
Hey, shame
yeah.
build
That's
pride.
fucked up.
Shame build pride in a
Right,
real man.
right. But accolades will come. You do what you're supposed to do. The accolades will come. He don't deserve applause right now, but I don't want to say he can because he really can.
But y'all
I'm
not
saying
showing. But y'all not showing no points of like where he can grow from. Y'all not showing no potential
In the
yeah,
That's
D
if he
cap.
League,
do it,
Cause
He
it
if
ain't
he
ain't
that's
do
the
there.
it,
listening.
D League, bro. That's what the
He
D
just
show.
ain't
League for.
listening.
Y'all call him a G League player. That's no potential.
He is a G League
What you
player.
mean?
Mm,
The D
You
League
go
is a
down to
place
the
where
G
people
League
work
to
on them.
develop. It's a developmental league. You
I
develop
don't
to get
even.
in the league.
Yeah, there
I
ain't nothing
really
wrong with
be
that.
to really be honest with you. I don't even believe he a G League player.
Hey,
No,
the
but that's the
positivity.
only thing he can be now. They
That's
forced
what I'm
him.
saying.
I think
If
he
you're
get
gonna do
enough
all this,
He
you
love.
better
might as
go
well
over. He
develop
better
them.
go overseas. Be like Jimmy Fredette and them.
Well, no, he don't want to go overseas. He gonna get exposed overseas. Hey, look, he don't want to go overseas, boy.
Well, don't he play video games? He go ahead and start his career off in that. That's his
Hey,
enterprise
look,
right
hey,
there.
look. There they go.
Yo,
Worried about somebody average. He averaged 20 points in the G League. He was shooting 15, 17 times. What you think he supposed to average?
And on 40%, 37%
and he showed
field
that's where
goal.
he's supposed to be. That's where he's excelling at. That's where he's growing at. So
Man,
start there. Start there.
These
Again,
people
man,
crazy.
you ain't got to rush to the NBA, man.
Yo,
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
there.
how he.
It's
I
gonna
don't know
be there.
how he's. Oh, my fault, bro. I don't know how he's gonna improve because they won't correct his behavior. Like,
Hey,
like what
right.
Kwame
But
said, like they should have been telling him to box out.
and the positive points are coming from all his supporters. So it's
But
good
Nobody
see,
told him to box out. Look at the coaching staff. If a coaching staff can't
ever.
coach a player, look at this shit. The coaching staff can't coach him.
So
This
if
is
you in the
sad.
NBA and you ain't boxing out now,
I
you ain't never boxing. You something you never
honestly
done.
don't think he got the heart of effort to really care to get better. I don't think he really want it like
What you
that.
mean, like he don't really want to be there. His father
He a
left.
Exactly.
gamer.
Like he nonchalant. He just he
Yeah,
rocking because his
He a
daddy got him
gamer.
rocking.
He a
yeah,
gamer.
yeah, yeah. It's like it's written in the stars type shit.
But we're gonna rotate some guys out. We want to get some guys up here and salute to y'all. But we
Right.
want to get some guys up here that wanna talk about how I'm hating, man. We want to
Oh,
know. T
All right,
Ray,
peace,
all
peace,
how am
right,
I
peace.
hating,
Kwame,
bro?
appreciate it, bro. Keep doing your thing.
All right, salute to you.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
am I hating,
Kwame.
T Ray?
Kwame, you hating on the new era of the game, the analytics of the game, man. This is a
Okay.
new era where second place is the first loser. It's not a loser, it's the first, you
Oh,
hating on the process, letting it play out, letting them develop, letting them
oh,
get free checks to develop, man. You gotta let
oh.
this man get paid and develop. Even though he been around NBA players all his life, and his daddy's supposed to have the highest basketball IQ in history. You got to let him develop. You're not allowing him to do it. It's touching a nerve. So now, just sit back and just let this process play out. They go over tape privately with him. They'll correct him in private, not in front of everybody. You got, kid gloves.
So you telling me if JJ Reddy would have jumped up and said, "Box out, Bronny," then
Hey, hey,
Brian would have jumped up and almost choked him like he did Stephen A.
he'd have made 3 snaps, and then they went to commercial. They came back, and then the assistant coach would have been sitting over there clapping, and we wouldn't see JJ. You know what I'm saying? It's a fine line between they really mocking us at this point, Kwame. They're mocking us, man. They want to see who gonna go along with this and
I'm not.
who gonna yeah. I'm glad that you doing it because you see these former players out here with these voices and platforms, and all they doing is either just glossing over it or they highlighting on, oh yeah, potential. And it's just, he need a chance to. How much more of a chance do you get? You've been
Man,
around it in the scene your whole life. How much more of a chance do you get before it's like, hey man, he just ain't got it, man? Y'all had your moment where he was at the game with his, got the game with his dad, and they did all of that, and now it's over. Now we're gonna move on, and you got a guaranteed contract. Just send it to the G League forever for the next 3-4 years and call it a day. But then now we setting it up for the younger son to come up and for him to not do nothing and then have the same results. It's crazy.
so this is a participation trophy, baby.
Oh, this is Platinum Participation Award. That's what it is. Platinum. You got to put platinum in front of it now. You got to sell it, you know. And once everybody sees it, then what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a copycat league from that. You're gonna start having Luca's kid is gonna come up, and whoever else is the face of the league. You're gonna start.
We're gonna
You're
have
gonna
a
start.
whole new league of NBA players' babies.
It's
That's
gonna
gonna make
be
a great
Nepo,
league.
Nepo Basketball Association.
I
You're gonna
think this
change
is
it.
more about what I see. I see classism because when you got an entire coaching staff that sits still when a second round pick don't box out, when a
Mm,
second round pick don't dive on the floor,
mm.
this is crazy. This is more than Nepo.
Kwame, can I ask you this?
What's
On
up?
what level were you ever played where the coaches never confronted you in front of the players? Have you ever played in a situation where, because you was the best player most of the time when you played, were you ever in a situation where the coaches didn't confront you or call you out when you didn't do something?
No.
Yeah, you were the best player on the team most of the time.
They
This
well,
guy
well, I was
here.
taught when I was coming up, they called out the best player first to make sure everybody else know that they can get that call out.
Exactly. That's the same way I grew up, and I played football, basketball, baseball. It was the same thing. You had to set the tone. Even Greg Popovich used to call out Tim Duncan for the smallest thing because, hey, you ain't above the team. And I'm going to let everybody know if I can call you out for this, everybody can get it. And
Yeah,
it give
that's how it used to be. They used to be
right.
overly hard on the best player because you are who everybody's watching. Everybody
Yeah.
watching you. The team go as you go. So if you a weak leader, if you a weak coach, you can lose the team based on how you will let the superstar or the best player do whatever he want to do. And that's why most of these coaches don't get respect in the league. They let their superstar players do whatever they want.
That's a fact. Do you think this? Okay, let's say the Lakers is done with Homelander Senior after this year. What's the fate of Bronny after that?
He'll be on a 1 year contract. Somebody might take him just for a roster spot. He sell jerseys, so somebody will
Mm-hmm.
take him because he's under contract, and maybe they'll make the money work and amnesty him or just cut him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And I think after that he'll go on to do what he really wants to do anyway. If you want to be a gamer or just kind of blend in, because it seemed to me like he a good person, but he's just not a basketball player. He don't have the it factor. Like when he don't have the ball in his hands, he does nothing. Just like his
Right,
daddy. But see, his
right,
daddy is 260, so he can afford to get away with that. But this kid is a regular sized person, and he don't have the intangibles, the hustle, diving on the floor for balls, this or that. And it just looks bad for him. So yeah, I don't know, man. This is something else to me. I tell people this is a psychological operation that they doing.
man. I don't know what it is, but this need to be over. But salute to you, bro.
No question, man. Keep it up, Kwame.
All right, this need to be over. Whatever it is they doing. Bronny can't get in the snow bender. Let's see. Slim 21 is back here. All right. Tell me how I'm hating Slim 21.
Oh nah, you ain't hating, big dog. I'm right with
Oh, okay.
you. Boy ain't got no skill, no no sense of IQ on the court. Like, dude, like for LeBron to be your father, and you to have all this training, all these top athletes around you, and you still coming out here dropping them type of numbers? No, bro. And all that you taking your time with them and everything like that, man, forget all that. You had enough time. You had way more than enough time. And then Buddy talking about some, oh, you gotta let him get the money and all this and that. Man, the money, he LeBron James' son, man. Come on now. Let's be real. You taking
Right.
you taking chances like you taking opportunity from people like Quincy Olivari and Isaiah Thomas and all these other players. They done booted Carmelo Anthony and all these niggas out the league, man. Excuse my language. But it's just sad, man, because I grew up in the era where, because I'm a 94 baby. And I feel like we was one of the last ones that got to see the real basketball. And it's no skill. It's none of that. It's none of that. It's all for show. It's all for fitting the narrative, and it's just like, man, it's just weak now, man. It make you not want to watch it, you know. So you know what I'm saying. But salute to you, Kwame Brown. You know what I'm saying. Hey, I watch you every day, man. Salute
Salute
to
to
you,
you,
big
bro.
dog. You already know, man. Stay blessed.
Yes, sir. You
Stay
too.
blessed, fam. Already, man.
All right. Yeah, man. That's just normal, man. I don't understand why people can't just see normal. Outside of him being LeBron's son, I think people would give a normal response to just watching him play. And this is sad that people can't say that he needs to pump fake, get to the basket. He needs to stop shooting so many threes. And so many people in the chat said that I was hating. But I noticed when I dropped the link and give these guys opportunity to tell me how and why I'm hating, they are not able to either feel confident enough to articulate themselves, or they don't have an answer because I'm actually not hating. And it's just the truth of the matter is that there are some idol worshipers in this world. You got to stop idol worshiping people. Okay? But hey, I'm gonna let this live in. I'm gonna get up out of this thing. Y'all have a blessed morning. I'm gone.